I didn't start recording yet. All right. Things should hopefully be working. I guess I'll flip my light on. I really didn't want the light, but the camera doesn't really work without it. Oh, hello. Good morning. Okay. Oh. Cujo with the resub. Been subbed for 4 months with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. As soon as the stream gets started. Oh, look, a button. Look at you. Pressing that button. Alright. Just making sure everything's working here real quick. Resolve is having some trouble opening, but it seems to be fine now. I'm trying to decide if I can actually tolerate this light being on or not, but then you can't really see me. Now I'm just in the darkness. So you probably want the light on, because this is just not good. I also moved my X264 profile down to slow. So hopefully image quality might improve a little bit here. So we are going back to editing. We're going back to editing in Resolve. I actually spent the first half of today, as I said I would. Let me turn this music down a little bit. I don't even know if you can hear it. I spent the first half of today shooting screen captures for the XSplit masterclass that we started editing last time. And we are now... Slow, didn't you watch that EposVox video? We are now at 1.21 terabytes total for this course. And we're not... Excuse me, we're not done yet. And the only videos that we're actually working on right now are actually only half of the entire course. So that's worth keeping in mind. While we're live here, I do want to experiment with something. So this is the entirety of my webcam frame and my stream labels and things like that, which I did not relaunch. I need to relaunch that. It's the entirety of it as one nested scene, so it's as a source. I kind of want to experiment with angling it just a little bit using one of the filters. So I'm going to drag it in here. It's called the motion. It's either motion or stream effects, and I don't remember which. I'll try motion. Nope, it's not motion. This one does a whole lot of crazy stuff. I don't want that. So I think it's stream effects. I don't know. This dynamic? No, it's not dynamic mask. 3D transform. There we go. What I want to do, perspective shift. I can change field of view. Oh, well, that's dumb. 90. What else can I do? It doesn't even look like it's doing anything. No, hang on. That's just position. There we go. I want to get like an angle going here. So then... Oh, what the heck? My Google Home thing in the kitchen started talking. Hang on, I gotta go turn that off. No, stop it. Stop it. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, Google. Stop. That was so bizarre. My Google little Nest thing in my kitchen just started reading off the news. I honestly don't know what I could have said in this that would have triggered that. Like, that's super weird. All right, there we go. Now we got a little bit of angle going on the webcam. You can let me know what you think about that. I'm just experimenting. Moving on. So, today we are finishing editing some courses. I realized once I got the speed going in these, I never went back and added the room tone that I was supposed to add on a second track. So I'm going to do that before I forget. And then we're going to continue editing my OBS masterclass here. And I'll try to explain any extra workflow as I get to it. And I will have some notes to have about the screen capture stuff once we start getting into it here, because again, I did spend, like I said, the first half of today getting all the screen captures I needed for the course. Unfortunately, they have made yet another update to XSplit Gamecaster, which required, which somehow changed how the software is captured in OBS. And before, I could not use display capture to capture it. I can only use window capture. Well, now window capture won't even work. So I had to connect my Atomos Ninja Inferno, my external video recorder here, and capture it all in DNxHR. So that sucked. What X264 preset would be good for 3700X? I made a whole video about it. 3700X. Copy link. There you go. Have fun. It's what I make videos for. I guess I'll go ahead and show you here. I'm going to pause the background music. That's distracting. So in each of these folders, I have different like B-roll things. I haven't gotten all the B-roll for it yet, but different B-roll things that I may have shot for it. But I also have a screen captures folder. And this has the DNxHR, which is a lossless, well, it's technically lossy, but intermediate codec that doesn't, lose quality. Got those recorded here so that whenever I zoom in, I don't lose a lot of detail. And they're all captured at 4K 60 so that I have the details of what's going on. And so those are all in these folders. Unfortunately, they are super bulky. So like 9 gigabytes here just for 42 seconds of video, 75 gigs for 6 minutes of video, 11 gigs for almost 1 minute of video. So that's why we're already up over 1 terabyte for this project, which is why I have such crazy needs. Because when I do these crazy big courses, this is what ends up happening. So we're going to go ahead. I want to finish editing the A-roll. We have 3-ish more episodes to edit the A-roll for, and then we'll come back and add the screen recordings. I got some new graphics to import. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. I explained before, let me turn this off. I explained before that behind my camera here, I have this thing called power bins in Resolve. I forgot the exact option. I think it's under View, Show Power Bins. There's Smart Bins, which I don't use. I don't really understand the usefulness of for me. And then there's Power Bins. And Power Bins are saved persistently across projects. And so, for example, I just made a new subscribe button lower third. I can drag that into the graphics Power Bin, which I don't think it did. I need to do it again. There we go. And now every project I open, this is always here. And so now I have it available wherever it went. Here we go. For all projects. And it's easy to access for the current one. So I can just drag it into the GFX folder from there. And it is under EposVox. Here we go. It is under here. Super handy. I wish Premiere had it. I basically spent forever trying to utilize little... Sorry, my cats are running around in the background. It's really distracting. I tried to use little like template projects for Premiere and could never get used to it, but it's super handy. All right, so you want to try streaming with XSplit Gamecaster, but also, by the way, I am using my speakers at the moment because I still have sinusy stuff. Headphones are annoying me. If you can hear too much feedback and it gets obnoxious in the microphone from the speakers, do let me know and I can try switching it over to headphones. I don't want to annoy you guys too much, so just let me know. Don't know where to start, huh? Well, let's try a rapid fire format. Here's how to get streaming with XSplit Gamecaster in under 5 minutes. Maybe even under 3 if I talk fast enough. Let's go. I'm going to add a marker. Fast enough. I have since rebooted, and I still get that issue where if I mouse over it, the menu just disappears. And again, as far as I can tell, this is a Windows compositor issue, as it has happened with other programs, but it is really obnoxious. It happens to all of these, all of these new kinds of like half menus where they're not their own windows. It's really freaking annoying. And even like the marker and the little playhead kind of vanishes for a second. I don't know what's going on. I just reinstalled Windows like at the start of, like the fall of this past year. I do not want to have to reinstall from scratch again. It is so obnoxious. This is a spoiler side episode of my XSplit Master Class, sponsored by XSplit. In the playlist link in the description below are all the episodes you need to find out everything you need to know about XSplit Gamecaster. So if I go over anything too quickly, I covered it way more in depth in one of those episodes. This is just to get that initial spark going if you don't want to sit through a long video. This is the speedrun setup. Let's go. Whee! No! Don't need autosave. I just opened the project. That's where the ad spot's gonna go, but now I gotta wait on that. Your face cam slightly stretched horizontally. Yeah, I was experimenting with the 3D transform plugin to kind of angle it. You can see here, it's not actually stretched, it's just like put at an angle. It probably looks like crap. I was looking for feedback, no one said anything. So I turned it off just now. All right, this can be ad spot, still to be determined. First, download XSplit Gamecaster from my affiliate link in the description below. Why haven't you downloaded it already? Install it, sign in with an XSplit account or make a new account if you don't have one yet, and then go to settings, manage accounts, and link up any social media or streaming platform accounts that you wish to use with XSplit. Go to settings. All right, so now not only are we streaming 4K video editing in Resolve on the same PC, but we're doing so at 1080p 60 slow. So hopefully the quality is a little better. Divide devices and change your system audio device to wherever your game sound is coming from. Set your microphone to, well, your microphone. Boost your mic if it's too quiet, and lower system sound if needed so that your system sound isn't overpowering or overbearing on your microphone. Your viewers need to hear both you and your game sound. Change your webcam device to the appropriate webcam for you, whatever you have plugged in. I'm not going to judge. Go to streaming settings. Choose your desired stream profile. I'm not going to judge. Go to streaming. And yes, I'm aware I'm the one who says not to stream slow. It's still not a realistic target that anyone should be aiming for. Unless they have thousands upon thousands of dollars to waste for something viewers don't really care about, on average. Choose your desired stream profile from the drop-down menu. Go to streaming settings. Choose your desired stream. Messed up that line. Go to streaming settings. Choose your desired stream profile from the drop-down menu. Leave the settings on automatic. Close settings. Click the laptop icon in the bottom left-hand corner of the app and choose whether you're using a direct PC game capture or an external source via a capture card. Make sure it's working. Click themes. Find a theme that you like for your branding. Download it. Go back to the studio tab. Make sure the theme is working to your liking. Being able to click the theme and click the new theme in the set. Wow, this video is going to be like 2 minutes long. This is supposed to be a speed run of how to get up and running with XSplit. I didn't realize it would be quite so quick. Actually, that is... We're going to wait till we get to the video, and then I may actually splice out a segment of this video to add in here, just because I think that's pretty cool. Click and make the new theme in the sets panel, and make sure the theme is working to your liking. Make sure to click edit scene and tinker with any of the elements that aren't to your liking. Record some test recordings to make sure everything is working and audio levels are balanced, and then get streaming. If you're on a single monitor, use the default control tab hotkey to activate the in-game overlay, or HUD, HUD to keep an eye on your stream, change scenes, even use pin. You can pretend to care if I like. And that's it. You're off to the races. XSplit Gamecaster makes it super easy to get up and running with streaming quickly with minimal setup hassle. If you're having issues or just want to dig deeper into getting full control over your stream, check out the playlist link in the description down below. Otherwise, hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more tech education and stream guides. I'm EposVox, your stream professor. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I expected when I made this video, and I planned it in the course, and unfortunately, you know, it's still going to be part of the course. I still think it's fine. It's like a speed run video, but typically when I do, you know, fast video formats, I don't expect, hey, I'm going to show you how to get set up in 5 minutes or less. Typically, I expect to be running up against the 5 minute mark. I am not doing that here just because it is that simple to get set up and running with XSplit, which is kind of crazy, IMO. I'm running 1440p 144 hertz into stream that kicks out 720p 60, so I understand the quality game. Cujo, I set up XSplit the other day to try it out, and after I set it up, I felt like I was missing something because it's so quick. Exactly! Exactly! And there's nothing else really to put in this video. That's all the editing I needed to do. We'll come back to it, though, because there's obviously screen capture and everything else. We're moving on to episode 17, because episodes in between are not yet scripted. XSplit MCE 17. Use custom settings. Format 5994. And A-roll. Sync it up, up. Sync it up, up. Based on waveform. Waveform. Yeah. And we're good to go. What's up, Diamond Rice? I have plans for speeding up OBS setup. Hells yeah, brother. Ollie, we talked about this. You can't sit on my keyboard. Say hello to the internet. Say hello to your friends. Say hi. I'm being annoying. And then go on, buddy. All right. Let's do color next. Power grade. Apply power grade. Look at that color. What's up, Steven? Long time no chat. Hope you're doing well. With that nice little heart icon. If you want to remove the background from your webcam without the mess and hassle of a proper green screen setup and lighting, your only option is software background removal. As I covered in my OBS masterclass a couple years ago, the only options available at the time were not great. XSplit, on the other hand. Oh yeah, I wanted to do a joke with this where I actually remove the background. The quality difference is going to be noticeable because what I want to do is export that first chunk of video where I say, if you want to mess with the green screen without having a green screen setup, I want to run it through virtual cam as a media source somehow and remove the background. I can't do that. I just realized as I was saying that I can't do that because it's not a source in XSplit that the VCam runs on. It needs a video capture device. And this is what annoys me about so many software. That's not grammatically correct, but this is what annoys me about so many little apps and plugins and things like that for live video is they're all either made only to run on your phone and somehow nothing exists to run them on the computer, or you can only run them real time. How is it something as complex and like problematic and tough to tackle as virtual background removal without having a green screen can be run in real time, but I can't run it in post on my software in any program that's available? What is wrong with this? Question mark, mind explosion. I don't understand it. I just don't. Run OBS Virtual Cam into it. I don't think I have that installed right now. Yep, unfortunately I don't have it installed. So I can do that later. I'll add a marker for it. Actually, I'll add a written note too. OBS VCam. I don't know what that means. I keep it uninstalled because it kept messing things up for a while. But that is a good idea. Thank you, Dylan. The fact that this software exists to virtually remove the background from even a crappy webcam, and I can't just tell it to run on an existing piece of footage wherein it would be able to do a better job, I don't know. It just bothers me. I'm going to add a marker here. VCam. Wait, how did we jump to episode 18? Lol, I messed this up.
Get medieval on your asses.
This is episode 18. Thanks for the follow, 101 United. Gamers Nexus fan here. Heard your name a few times over there. Looking forward to something new. Hell yeah. Welcome aboard. How the hell do I change the name? Timeline settings. Hello? Timelines? There we go. I brought in the wrong A-roll somehow. That's fine. Hope it's going well. Thank you for coming over from the Gamers Nexus channel. I may have a collab or something with them coming soon on a pretty big project I'm working on. I'm pretty stoked for it. But yeah, I'm just going to add a note here to splice out the section that I will run through virtual cam. OBS map links for class a couple years ago. The only options available at the time were background from your webcam without the mess and hassle of a proper green screen setup and lighting. Your only option is software background removal. As I covered in my OBS map. Make a cut there. Currently got a 3700X using it for single PC streaming. Wondering if 3900X would be better for my streaming setup. I don't know that it would. 3800X is pretty up there. I don't remember the exact specs offhand. It was such a weird chip, and we didn't get samples or anything. That's still the same core count as the 3700, right? Yeah, 8 cores. I mean, yeah, technically the 3900X would be better because it's better than the 3700X. Yeah, it's just an overclocked 3700X. The 3900X would be better, but I don't know that it would be significantly better enough to really upgrade. I made that whole video on the 3700X versus 3900X performance. You can go check that out for more details, but I would be very hard pressed to tell you to go upgrade to that processor, honestly. Like, you're probably fine with where you are, and any other, I don't know. You can still return to 3800X? Okay, that makes it a bit more compelling. I can't make that choice for you. It certainly would be a performance improvement for streaming specifically. But is it worth the hassle of not having the processor while you return it? I don't know. The bigger jump is to the 3950, so it's tough. OBS using more than double the GPU percentage or XSplit is? That's fascinating. years ago, the only options available at the time were not great. XSplit, on the other hand, has recently released their own background removal tool, dubbed XSplit VCam. It's not perfect, no software solution will be, but it does a better job than many options that I've tried here on the channel. We're going to be checking it out in this second bonus episode right now. I'm EposVox, and welcome back. All right, this is where the ad spot goes, assuming I ever get these deals worked out. And again, we're just cutting A-roll here for a minute. We'll come back. I'm EposVox, and welcome back to my 3900X definitely is not a waste of money for streaming, especially for single PC streaming by any stretch. I just don't know if it's worth the hassle and extra cost of upgrading, I guess is what I'm getting at. It's a phenomenal buy for it. It's a much better buy than the 3950X cost-wise. I'm EposVox, and welcome back to my XSplit Masterclass, sponsored by XSplit. At this point in the course, we've covered basically everything you need to know about XSplit. These are just advanced bonus tips to really just get the extra 10% mastery out of it. Remember that all episodes in the course have been linked in the video description in a big playlist, so that if you have any questions or concerns, I probably answered them in the earlier episodes of the course. If you have an XSplit premium license, which you below, but Split is go ahead and install it from their website. Upon first launch, the app will do a brief benchmark of your computer hardware to make sure that it's capable of real-time background removal or replacement, and then it will check to make sure that you have a camera connected and selected. And then it will check to make sure connected. A camera collected. Do you have a camera collected at home, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have a camera collected at home? What about our favorite magazine?
Now your child can visit steamy jungles, grassy plains, and the dark depths of the oceans.
XSplit Masterclass is currently set for 18 videos. I don't know that I will make them all, but currently it's set up for 18 videos. So trying to do a much shorter run this time, but then I ended up adding a bunch of videos to the list because I didn't feel like it was enough, and I wanted to cover Broadcaster more because this is supposed to cover both Gamecaster and Broadcaster, and I haven't even begun to script for Broadcaster. So the goal is to start releasing, to get all the Gamecaster episodes done, or at least the bulk of them that matter, start releasing them, and then go finish up the Broadcaster stuff and add them to the playlist and keep releasing as time goes. But I need to start releasing that. I should have been releasing this in December, so I may not have all the videos in the playlist, even though I keep saying it, and kind of keep sneaking them in as I can, because I am out of time. What's up, Ernst Blowfield? I hope I'm saying that right. And then a camera will check to make sure you have a camera connected and selected. Once in the VCam app, choose your correct camera from the drop-down menu. I'm going with a Logitech C920. I'm going with a Logic camera. Now my cat's stealing candy canes out of Chew's cup holder. Hang on. That's not for you, little boy. That's not for you. Goodness. Cats are silly. I'm going with the Logitech C920 in this case. You can click the settings cog to access normal PC camera controls for the exposure, brightness, focus, and so on. Help you fine-tune your webcam image and get the best background removal result. If your webcam view isn't updating or it freezes, hit the refresh button to reload it. Below the preview, you can use the slider to adjust the intensity of the background blur. You can use the slider. You see, VCam actually gives you a few options. You can either remove the background entirely, making a faux green screen effect to layer yourself over your gameplay, or you can blur out your existing background in the camera to give a kind of false depth of field effect to cut out your background and then re-include it, but with a blur filter over top to look like you're using a really shallow depth of field lens. Or lastly, you can replace your background with another image entirely, either by importing your own or searching for ones XSplit can provide for you. Yes, you can have a candy cane. I did not pay attention to a word that said. Trying to make sure he doesn't get anything else he's not supposed to over there. Little of the background blur. That is, if you're using background blur in the first place. You see, VCam actually gives you a few options. You can either remove the background entirely, making a faux green screen effect to layer yourself over your gameplay, or you can blur out your existing background in the camera to give a kind of false depth of field effect to cut out your background and then re-include it, but with a blur filter over top to look like you're using a really shallow depth of field lens. Or lastly, you can replace your background with another image entirely, either by importing your own or searching for ones XSplit can provide for you. Yeah, you just got to pay $20 shipping and handling, and I'll send you a candy cane right away. This gives you plenty of creative control over how your camera looks on stream. So how do you use it? You've added your webcam to your streaming app, but the background is still there. Here's the trick. VCam actually adds a virtual camera device to your webcam list. It runs your... This is a pre-recorded video, obviously. Cam through VCam applies the... This isn't even a live stream right now. It's just pre-recorded. Background removal, processing, and things like that, and then spits it out to the virtual VCam device. So instead of adding your direct webcam, such as Logitech C920, you simply add the XSplit VCam device. There you go. Much better. This works with any streaming app and even video calling apps like Skype and Discord. But here's how you use it in XSplit, of course. Simply change your camera icon and choose the XSplit VCam option. If you're having... Simply change your camera icon and choose the XSplit. Interactive pre-recorded stream. It's all FMV based. It's on Laserdisc. VCam option. If you're having performance issues, or you're on a powerful PC and you have plenty of headroom to go the opposite direction, you can tweak the performance settings of VCam to either lighten the load or provide cleaner results. To do this, click the hamburger menu in the top left-hand corner of VCam and click Show Settings. Here, you can choose whether this app relies on your CPU or graphics card for the processing. In most systems with a gaming class graphics card, you should be relying on your graphics card. It's going to be way better. If you find your game performance is being impacted too much by this background removal, however, you may need to swap it to CPU and lower the quality here, because on CPU it will... 1 second. Now the cat's on the kitchen table. These cats are gonna drive me nuts. Great vids on YouTube, man. Help me a lot. And hey, all, what up? What's up, Nova17 Gaming? Thank you for stopping by. Very intensive. On the other hand, if you have a high-end machine or a dedicated streaming rig, you can slap this on your GPU and crank up the quality even more to see better results. Also, there's a checkbox to show or remove your chair if the auto background removal keeps showing your chair anyway. Some cats don't give a f. It look more natural to have the chair visible, but by default, remove chair is selected. It's also worth noting that in order to work, the VCam app must stay running. This is why anytime you click to close it, it just minimizes. Feel free to close it when you're not using it to save. This is why anytime you click to close it, it just minimizes. Feel free to close it because it will minimize and save resources when you're. Feel free to close it when you're not using it to. Thank you for the $5 pledge to Patreon, Belzael. Cool little Pokemons there. Thank you very much. The stream is just a real-time morph cut between many pre-recorded takes against bots provided pre-recorded chat. Honestly, that would be pretty impressive. It's like Twitch plays Pokemon, but Twitch makes pre-recorded live stream. I don't know. Feel free to close it because it will minimize and save resources when you're. Feel free to close it when you're not using it. Whoa. Can vouch and bot. Is DaVinci Resolve your preferred software for video editing? These days, yes it is. Absolutely. I don't actually use Premiere pretty much at all anymore, which is disappointing because there's still like new features and new performance coming in 2020. Twitch edits YouTube videos. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And there are specific features and like polishing things I can do with Premiere and After Effects together that I can't do in Resolve natively. And I have not figured out a workaround for it. And it drives me nuts because at one point in time, I considered them critical to my tutorials. And that's why I wouldn't switch to Resolve. But at this point, I've just given up on it and switched to Resolve entirely. Feel free to close it when you're not using it to save resources when you're not streaming though. The good news is that at least when you launch XSplit apps like Incaster and have the VCam source active, VCam will automatically launch when you launch the streaming program. So you don't need to worry about keeping up with it. There you go. All right, we can splice that out a bit because I'm going to put some gameplay in there. There you go. I guess I should make a marker for that so I don't forget. Gameplay. There you go. Have fun with your camera. There you go. Have fun with your camera. No green screen. There you go. Have fun with your camera. No green screen needed. Though it could still help. Or, software background removal does work well on even a poorly lit green screen sometimes. Thanks for watching this episode of my XSplit Masterclass. Get subscribed for more tech education and stream guides, and maybe hit the like button. Consider sharing the flow plane where you get early access to videos and behind the scenes content. I'm EposVox, your stream professor, and I'll see you next time. You're building a new PC, Dylan. What? Awesome. What are the specs? You should stream it. Yeah. All right, so that was episode 17. No, that was episode 18, which I thought was 17. We can add in our room tone here. Not rich enough to be in the same room as Premiere. Yeah, you're telling me. If I could cancel my Adobe subscription without significant impact on my work, it would save me a lot of money, but I can't justify it. Rather not stream it. Come on, it's not like you're The Verge or something. XSplit MCE 17 this time. Actually 17. Get our actual episode 17 A-roll here. There we go. Auto sync audio based on waveform. All right. Audio synced up. Get our color. I used to use Adobe for everything, but I'm no longer that person. No longer that guy. 3700X RTX 2070 Super 32 gigs. Bunch of storage. Hell yeah. Sounds like a beastly PC. Building an F. Is Resolve easier? I mean, no. All the major NLEs are about the same difficulty. They're all easy to use once you know how to use them. It performs better, at least the studio version, but I mean, video editing is mostly the same process on once you're at, a certain point. I mean, there's things like iMovie or, formerly Windows Movie Maker and Shotcut and things like that that lets you just slap clips together and is, easier, but reasonable build. That's a fairly high-end build, Mr. Modest.
Building an epic streaming experience is obviously a key component to succeeding as a streamer. But as Harris Heller is always saying, most of your growth as a streamer should be happening while you're not even live.
Add a marker. Harris clip.
Live. How? Well, one way is through clips and cut content. You may not be familiar with video editing, and diving into something like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve may seem scary or like something you won't have time for. But that's okay. In this bonus episode of my XSplit Masterclass, I'm going to walk you through XSplit's option for video editing, which is quick, easy, and simple for everyone. I'm EposVox. Welcome back to my...
Add spot. This is the last one that we're doing this boring A-roll cut to, and then we get to actual editing and graphics making and things like that.
I'm EposVox. Welcome back to my XSplit Masterclass for 2020, and probably moving forward, sponsored by XSplit. By this point in the course, we've covered all of the basics of actually using XSplit Gamecaster, and I'm making a bonus episode to show you how to do some cool advanced stuff. Remember that all episodes of the course are linked in the playlist link in the description below, so if you missed it, go check it out. I'll probably have answered any questions you may have in those videos.
The fun stuff.
XSplit as a company has a neat little program. XSplit as a company has a neat little program called XSplit Express Video Editor. I'll give you a super quick rundown of how it works. Import your video file, probably a stream VOD. Use the handles on the side of the clip of the timeline. Use the handles on the side of the clip on the timeline to trim the clip.
Use the handles on the side of the clip of the time.
Use the handles on the side of the clip on the timeline to trim the clip that you want. You can also import same resolution clips to add to this one, or split it down the middle. Save your project file or export your clip. Exports are super fast due to the way that this editor works by just slicing and combining clips, but avoiding re-encoding wherever possible. This means that it'll work fast for you to turn around clips for Twitter or Facebook quickly without needing to spend hours waiting for renders. There you go, just kidding. We're not done. This does mean, however, that actual editing effects are
To spend hours waiting for renders. There you go. Thanks for just kidding. We're not done yet. This does mean, however, that
actual editing effects are pretty limited. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like now. Just kidding. Eve, as I'm going to call it, Express Video Editor.
Waiting for renders. It does mean, however, that actual editing effects are pretty limited. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like. No, just kidding. All right, so something Premiere has that Resolve does not have is the ability to just immediately generate bars and tone, which generally speaking is not necessarily the most like universally useful feature. But in this case, it's something I want to use for my joke. So I'm just going to use Premiere Pro and render out some bars and tone for a second. We're going to add that in here. Wow, that looks like a terrible smile. Just kidding. Eve, as I'm going to call it. Oh no, my speakers are acting up again. Hang on. Video editor. There we go. That does let you save project files. Express Video Editor does let you save project files in case you want to come back to your edits
Later or have multiple cuts from the same video. File, save, new project, all that jazz. During the rest of the UI, the video preview is front and center with the resolution of your footage, timecode information, and play controls down at the bottom in the timeline. Down at the bottom. Down there is also the timeline. Here you can trim the video clip. Down there is also the timeline. Here you can trim the video clip from the start and end using the handles. You can zoom in and out on the timeline to see things more clearly, and there's more from the right-click menu. Here you can split the clip at the playhead, delete it from the track itself, or export just that clip versus the entire project, which is pretty cool. You also have a cool option to switch audio tracks between your system sounds or your microphone, or more, depending on how many audio tracks you have recorded, if you recorded in another program, such as OB.
Have fun, Dylan. Good luck. Enjoy your PC build.
This is really handy for making sure that you have the right audio. You can, of course, preview the track by just playing back the clip, spacebar or hitting play. There are controls above the timeline for undoing and redoing your actions, deleting the selected clip, and importing more clips, and even splitting the clip at the playhead so you can just splice out a specific bit. Over on the right, you can export the entire project, that meaning all clips on the timeline at once, or just the selected clip. This gives you full control over putting together stream highlights, stream clips, and quick edits, without the hassle of dealing with a full-fledged NLE like Premiere, or Vegas, or Resolve. Use this free tool to make some highlights, cut some clips, and boost your stream presence. Really, there's no reason not to. And like I said before, it avoids re-encoding whenever possible, so it's basically like a file copy out of your stream VOD for the clip, so it's super fast. Thanks for watching this super fast episode of my XSplit Masterclass.
The beauty of 4.6K source footage, I can scale it up quite a bit.
Like a file copy out of your stream VOD for the clip, so it's super fast. Thanks for watching this super fast episode of my XSplit Masterclass. Get subscribed for more tech education and stream guides, and maybe consider hitting the like button or sharing this video with a friend. I'm EposVox, your stream professor, and I'll see you next time. One more. I'm actually gonna let Room Tone play again. This might be a better time.
Cool. That was another short one. But the bonus episodes are 4. They're supposed to be short. All right. We're going to make a new project in Premiere. Misk. What's up, Rowie? Using 2 video editors at once, like a boss. And Premiere, for whatever reason, always hangs on making a new project. I just gotta wait on it to do the thing. Papa Rowboat. I don't know that I'm gonna call you Papa Rowboat, but A for effort of trying to get me to do so, I guess. We'll see if it sticks. Get out there and make your own masterclass, horse taco. Alright. So we have edited the A-roll of all of the episodes we have shot so far, so now we can go as far back as episode 3 and start laying on some screen capture.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
It's Milkpone. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. How's it going? Alright, so back in the episode 3 bin, we've got some screen captures, some recordings. Oh yeah, these were sample recordings. I wanted to show just how bad 1440p at 6 megabits per second looks.
Get medieval on your asses.
Thank you for the follow, Gavin to go live. Gavin to go live. Let's see. Oddly enough, this actually looks fine, like compared to a lot of Twitch streams. It's kind of funny. This is 1440p 60 at 6 megabits per second. Now, this isn't the most, there's not a ton of foliage or anything like that happening on the game. But that's completely watchable. I was trying to show how bad it is. And like for a Twitch stream, that's what most of them look like. So I think I failed in my illustration there. But it's honest, so it's not like I can just be like, I can't just like make it worse for the sake of, pretending that it's actually worse. That's not a good idea. So then I'm stuck with it. 7640 by 4320? That's not it. 7680? There we go. 8K. Bars and tone. New item, HD bars and tone. There we go. Drag it on. And we export. QuickTime. GoPro Cineform YUV 10-bit is fine. Render it out to my renders. Export. And it's done. Is this still on the Threadripper? Yep, 3960X and Titan RTX. Powerful combo. I will be upgrading to the 3970X when I rebuild with some water cooling, but there's no point in making me have to reapply thermal paste until that point comes. Because it's not really an upgrade, it's more of like a lateral grade because it just like won't hurt me. So there's that. I was doing the bars and tone in episode 17. I'll put that in there. What game is that? That was Iron Sight. It's now finally available on stream. How often do you do video editing streams? This is only my first one recently. I used to do them all the time. And in fact, I did some live streaming of editing my OBS masterclass. That was just like 2 years ago at this point. So I'm trying to do more of the process streams, and it also helps keep me focused, as weird as that sounds. Because technically, you know, if I was just editing all the way through, this takes longer than just editing, but then I'm going to be distracted. I'm going to end up watching TV shows and procrastinating. I said second one. So this kind of, even though, you know, it's a slower process overall, this kind of helps me keep focused. All right, I do have, since we're editing episode 3 here, did you hear Sennheiser Gaming has rebranded to Epos? What? Wow. Sennheiser Communications. Enterprise solutions and gaming headsets are now under a new independent company. That just seems like a weird combination. We're going to open up the Twitter machine here. I forgot. I gotta put a word first, or it just shows up as a reply. There we go. There was a demerger. Is that like a hamburger? That was a joke. Gavin, to go live, I was lurking a bit before following, but I really like watching you edit. Sort of inspires me to put more time in when I edit my own projects. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. What's up, Evolutionaries Gaming? How's it going? I hope people like that tweet. I want to see funny responses to that tweet, because that's going to be funny. I thought it was funny. I don't know if anyone else thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. So I'm going to keep that pulled up in case we get some funny responses. All right. Anyway, this is episode 3, and I do have an add-in. I had to make a correction to episode 3, so I got to splice this audio in at some point. I need to figure out where exactly. What? Why is it not playing? Oh, there we go. This is add in to episode 3 of this comes after the quality modes of recording. Okay. Available upload bandwidth for your internet connection. This includes both audio and video. That's streaming still. This is probably the best recording option for most streamers, ensuring you have a local copy of the VOD for archiving or editing. Wow, recording is really late into the video. Lose the entire recording. It's an option. Here you also have a quick link to access your recordings folder. Clicking Custom lets you manually tune the settings of your recording encoder. All of the same steps of the streaming section of this video apply here, aside from bitrate. This is replaced with a quality section here. If you're recording... Where did I put that in the script? You don't want to adjust to jump till Ultra. Where did I say that? You also have a quick link recorded, whereas you have all of those broken up chunks saved, so you don't lose the entire recording. It's an option. Drive won't be able to keep up with higher quality recording modes. Also keep in mind, the higher quality mode you go, the bigger your final file size will be. So file sizes are a concern for you. You don't want to just jump straight up Ultra and then be freaked out by a 20 gigabyte recording when you're done, or something like that. The rest of the recording settings should be filled in based on my... Okay. For basic streaming or recordings... Okay, so I need to add some audio here. Oh, that's too much. Hope everybody's having a great... What's today? Tuesday? I'm losing track of the days. Next, you have the option to recording when you're done or something. Next, you have the option to enable multi-track. Man, you can tell I sound a little bit more sick in this recording than the first take, but that's fine. People won't really notice.
audio recording. This saves your game sound and your microphone sound so that you can balance them later in editing. If you're not worried about doing this, turn it off. It will make your life easier. If you do want this capability, check it. Just keep in mind that if you upload your recordings directly to YouTube or social media, they will contain only one of the 2 audio tracks, probably your game sound, since those websites cannot support multi-track audio. Also, here you can choose where your recordings go. Click change and change the folder if desired. The rest of the recording settings should be filled in based.
Okay, what was it? Rowie? Rowboat Daddy? Is that what it was? Rowie? Rowie? I don't remember now. You should get me a sponsorship since my name's on the side of the building. I should be seeing something from that. Wink, wink. Haha. I've actually been trying to get some of their broadcast headsets in for reviews since they use them at esports events and stuff. I thought it'd be really cool to see or to test. And my previous Sennheiser contact would send me anything I want. They're the ones who sent me my MKH416 and just like didn't even blink at it. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I reached out asking about those headsets, and my contact apparently was no longer with the company, and their new PR people are really focused on earbuds right now. And so they sent me a pair of wireless Bluetooth earbuds to review. And then I ended up not doing that. And they seemed really bothered that I didn't review their earbuds. And I'm like, hey, I'm a content creator channel. I want to review your streaming headsets or your microphones. How about Bluetooth earbuds? Like, for real. For real. I had intended on reviewing it. I wasn't trying to just like, you know, ghost them. But my plan for the review did not work out. So I just never got around to it. Fell through the cracks. I mean, I have nothing to say. I think this was the pair that was coming, that was like the big flagship right before the new momentum, whatever the new momentum at the time, because this was, you know, last year, so probably the new True Wireless. It was the ones before that, and then they were going to lead into the Momentum True Wireless review. And I definitely didn't want to commit to 2 Bluetooth earbuds, and like, I don't have anything to say about them that's worthwhile. Like, that's not something for me to talk about. It was just a dumb choice all around. I shouldn't have said yes.
I'm EposVox, and welcome back to my XSplit Masterclass, sponsored by XSplit. In previous episodes, we covered getting from...
I've still got to make like an intro graphic for that, and I have a graphic for the playlist. Do I show it here? No, I don't think. Oh, that's just the desktop segment. Yeah, so I made a fake playlist because I can't have the actual playlist until the videos are uploaded.
Will feature roughly 20 individual videos covering a gamut of topics on how to get started with and using XSplit Gamecaster broadcast.
That sounds bad because it's playing at the wrong frame rate since I moved to 60 FPS instead of 30 FPS, but you get the idea. But that just looks kind of silly, and then I have like the scripts fade in, and it just looks really cheesy and wrong. So I haven't figured out how exactly I'm going to, you know, visualize the playlist on screen at the moment. So that chunk just gets kind of left alone. What's up, Alan? Alan Currian 34. I thought it was saying alien and I was misreading, but I was not. Any funny responses to... Nope, no funny responses. I was wrong.
If you want to download XSplit for yourself and haven't already, consider using my affiliate link in the description to let them know that I sent you and encourage them to keep supporting free tech education. To access your streaming settings, click the settings tab.
I guess we could make a affiliate link thing here. Do I have the affiliate link yet? That is the question. I need to show this off screen real quick here. Affiliate links. I am not sure. I thought I had signed up for it. Hey, I did. Okay. Details. Where's the link? Join. Oh, I hadn't joined yet. Oh, here's my tracking link. All right, we're gonna make a new one for that. Skip.gg. Log in. Sorry, I gotta. Some of this I'm not sure, you know, what all would be safe to show, so I'm just doing this off screen real quick here. And then we'll start making a graphic for this. I want to make a custom URL for it though. All right, there's that. We're gonna make it EposVox.gg/XSplit. Shorten. Copy it. All right. So our new affiliate link. Said your last name right? How do people say it wrong? Oh yeah. Resolve is the best, Drunk Kev. So that is my affiliate link for XSplit. Hopefully it works if someone wants to test it. It does. Great. Perfect. Okay. That's what I like to see. All right. So now we can make a graphic for it. Yep. There we go.
If you want to download XSplit for yourself and haven't already, consider using my affiliate link in the description to let them know that I sent you. And
all right, so what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to create a variant of what I used for my owned ads. I had a little, that's the logo. I had a banner that I used. It's not great whatsoever, but it's functional, and I really haven't figured out a good, like, retro-themed way of displaying just something like this that still maintains the kind of simple viewability of it. So we're just rolling with this for now. Once Photoshop gets opened here. Yeah, so many people want to make custom apps for me just to show like my premium content on a dedicated app. I'm pretty sure they're capable of using the Patreon, the Floatplane, or the YouTube apps. They don't need What is Firework? We are this future of social media TV. We help users escape the mundane with immersive and interactive 30-second videos tailored to each user's individual lifestyle. Okay, so this one doesn't want to make an app for me. They just want me to post to their app, apparently. Okay. 30 seconds is way better than 6 seconds or 15 seconds. I could be down for that. If they're paying for it. That'll be a discussion for another time. Lagundo, what's up, my dude? Just finishing up the last images for the new Redacted, and now I'm on the live page and heard me start talking. I bet that was a little disorienting. Awesome. Very looking forward to it. I was about to follow up because I'm pretty sure I left a question unanswered that I thought was not a question, and I keep meaning to go back to it, and I have not. So I will get back to that soon. Do you have a monitoring device, or do you use preview in the single monitor layout? Oh. For the most part, I just rely on single monitor layout. Because I showed this in the last stream, actually. If I do playback, where is it at? Workspace? Video clean feed? If I set it to one of my monitors, it doesn't work. Because of DPI scaling, it looks like this. Half of the video is over here, half of it's over here. It was even weirder on my 1440p monitor. It was like off in the bottom right-hand corner. The video previewing doesn't work. And since I have dual 10-bit 4K panels that are as high-end as it gets for like YouTube work, super stupidly expensive, I can just go like this. And I do all my color work. And I've already done all the LUT making and things like that. I did all the color grading in the previous episode. So I just apply the same thing to every shot because I shot them on the same day in the same lighting. And we're good to go. All right, so now we need to replace the owned logos and change this text to EposVox.gg/XSplit. And then I need an XSplit logo, which surprisingly I don't have, but it might have been on that partner page. Feel free to use these promotional materials. Yes. Banners, XSplit logo. Hells yeah, brothers. SVG. That's what I like to see. Oh, they're all perfect. Okay. Yep, I want that one. Download. Google Drive is great. Other than when it goes down like yesterday, because lol. XSplit Masterclass, graphics, save. All right, back over here. XSplit Masterclass, graphics, asset106.svg. Scale that bad boy a little bit. Yeah, what true professionals. I know, it's so hard getting like clean logos from companies sometimes. And I mean, as much as I love working with owned, you can see the quality of logo I had at first. They got me some better ones eventually, but that was lovely. I just like it when all companies just provide that on their website. Easy to find. You Google it and it shows up. Drunk Kev, hadn't even tried the clean feed monitor, tried dual screen editor mode. Yeah, I do not like the dual screen editor mode at all just because it takes over your monitors. And I'm not someone who can spare an extra PCIe slot or a dedicated monitor just for their Decklink output. So I don't even mess with that. And that logo is actually really... Okay, so if anybody knows here, you can probably see what's happening in real time. At some point with the Photoshop CC 2020 update, they have made it to where the default is, if I'm trying to click and move something, it clicks layers that I don't have selected. I'm clicking this SVG layer of the XSplit logo, and if I don't click right, it is moving the layer below it. That should not be happening. Photoshop always worked in the way that if I click, it moves what I clicked on. You know, what layer in the layer panel. And that's probably in the preference here. Oh, that's auto select right there. Probably. Yep, that fixed it. So just treat that as not a help me message, but just a rant that they should not keep changing defaults like this. They did the same thing with transform, where I spent 15 years in Photoshop holding shift to transform without stretching it, and now suddenly holding shift transforms it while stretching it. Now, I actually appreciate the change once I got used to it, but boy was it jarring. Every time I hit Control T, I'm holding shift, and suddenly it's doing literally the opposite of what I wanted. They have been changing a lot of defaults with Photoshop lately, and it kind of bugs me. I'm sure they're quality of life things for new users that are actually really good, but holy balls. All right. XSplit affiliate banner. There we go. I'll get a little screenshot here of their website. Or did they provide something? Product screenshots and product key art. They have a video trailer to download. Holy mans. I don't know what that means. Holy mans. I don't know why I said that. Huh. Well, I don't want the screenshots of the program. I have my own screen captures of the program. They have a trailer. Yep, Photoshop CC, latest updates. Thanks, internet provider. Thanks, AT&T. I can stream to YouTube, no problem, but playing back videos? That ain't gonna happen. I can't turn on my VPN or that'll mess up the stream. Alright, I am gonna rip this though. J Downloader, download this video for me, please. Since I can't watch it anyway. It's only 10 megabytes. Hopefully my ISP will allow me to do that. Sounds like a WWE entrance song. It kind of does. See the whole thing. Kinda. Now look, we have reverted to 360p. I've had some videos revert to 144p. That's not a P anybody should see. See what I did there? Ha 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 ha. Funny, funny guy. Yeah. Alright. We'll just drop that in the graphics folder. Because why not? It's not really B-roll. Not really B-roll. Did I get the XSplit banner already? I did not. What's up, Trombone Steve? How's it going? All right.
If you want to download XSplit for your...
Just give it a slight fade, and it looks like those bars are actually coming in as they transition itself.
If you wanted,
Yeah, just like that. Even though I have the frame with the text still showing at the bottom there as my start frame, by fading it for 2 frames, it looks like, you know, that kind of gap in your vision makes it look like I'm actually using those bars as a wipe without having to like key animate a mask for it or anything like that. I'm just stealing their transition.
if you wanted, if you, if you, if you wanted,
Like if you're watching it in individual frames, you can see the single frame of text, but at a 60 FPS video when you're watching real time, it just looks like they slide down.
if you wanted down,
Perfect. Then I can drag on my banner here. My good old-fashioned affiliate link banner, if you know what I'm saying, Mr. Person.
download XSplit for yourself and haven't already, consider using my affiliate link in the description to let them know that.
And give us a wipe right to the left. Oh, hello.
Consider using my affiliate.
Nope, I wanted left to right.
Consider using my affiliate link in the description to let them know that I sent you and encourage them to keep support.
Bottom right, top left.
Them to keep supporting free tech education. To access your streaming.
Whoa, and then I jumped straight into the video. Actually, that's because I can sit here and now we can start using the screen capture footage. So again, all of this was captured in DNX HRHQX. XSplit Gamecaster has changed a lot since the last time you used it, unless you used it like 2 weeks ago. And that's why I'm making a course on it. Alright, so we've got all of our stuff here. Alright, so I'm going to start actually zoomed in on that bottom right-hand corner. As far as Resolve will let me go, because for whatever reason, Resolve is limited. That is as far as I can stretch, or like not stretch, but move the negative X position and the positive Y position. And it doesn't go far enough, so I actually have to zoom out. I can't zoom in quite as much as I might like. I can zoom into about there.
To access your.
And then we can wipe it on, just like the Karate Kid Master taught us.
To access your streaming settings, click the settings cog in the bottom right-hand corner.
And then we can zoom it back out.
Right-hand corner.
And this is where I really wish I could use After Effects natively within Resolve like I can Premiere, because I really want some motion blur and some easing applied to this. But you can't ease the right way in Resolve. I'll actually document this, so maybe I'll cut it out later. If I go to keyframes here, we have a keyframe there and a keyframe here. And if I go to this one, these are like easing options. Ease up to it. Oh, is it actually going to do it for this one? Usually it shoots past it.
Right-hand corner.
Actually, that's already wrong. This is exactly why.
Right-hand corner of Gamecaster.
What was that? What even? So, I'm starting out. Oh, is that because it can't see the full scale of the keyframes? Like it can't actually see the top keyframe? I don't know what's happening there. Oh, it's only easing zoom X. Okay. Zoom Y. See, that's another reason. Oh, no, that one's eased as well. And then position is also eased. There we go. So if I check them all now. Now are we good?
Right-hand corner of Gamecaster.
Nope. In freaking Premiere and After Effects, you just hit easy ease and it does this. In Resolve, it goes out and back in. It makes no freaking sense and is completely useless for my purposes. This does not do anything useful at all.
Right-hand corner of Gamecaster. Right-hand corner of Gamecaster. It should do directly.
Hello? What is happening? So now I'll just have to be stuck with linear motion. What average time does it take to edit a single video? Depends entirely on the kind of video load it is. Because usually I shoot the A-roll and maybe have a little bit of B-roll already shot, edit that, then go shoot some more video, edit that, then, you know, I do it in chunks. I don't sit down and just like have a straightforward 2-hour process, because every type of video at least is fairly different in that regard. There's no set answer to that question.
To access your streaming settings,
And I'm editing 18 videos at once here, pretty much. So there's that.
click the spotting icon in the bottom right-hand corner of Gamecaster. This should take you directly to the streaming settings page.
And then I need to zoom in here.
But click streaming at the top. First, but as we covered in the intro episode, make sure you've selected the appropriate streaming platform you wish to stream to, and that you're signed in. This should be indicated next to the drop-down menu. For example, while signed into Twitch, it says Twitch connected EposVox. For me, they have one for you. You're not EposVox, I hope.
Just the office backdrop that you could blur and use for a thing, like the stuff behind me now, or my desk setup like is in this video. Which one do you want? Because I can just take one real quick. Do you want this shot, or do you want this shot? That way. Let me know. Because I don't just, I mean, I took a picture of my desk, but it's not where I'm sitting. Okay. Let me flip on a light here and I'll just get a picture of it real quick. Yeah, I want the desk then. Hang on. I'm going to do this. Okay. I will send it to you on Discord. Haha. Making things happen in real time here, folks. That is what streaming is all about. And sent on Discord. Between 10 minutes and 10 months. Oh. How long it took you to... Since the last time you used XSplit? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Alrighty. It won't for you. You're not EposVox, I hope. By default, this is set to automatic. This is probably... By default, this is set... EposVox, I hope. By default, this is set to automatic. This is probably fine, but we're here to dig into the details. But we're here to dig into the details, so not settle for fine. So click that custom button. Do it. It's fine. No, that's too... It's fine. I promise. Everything... Alright, I'm making a joke here. That is where I need the explosion to come in. Video graphics and resources, alpha channel clips, explosions and fire. What do we got? I have no idea because I can't see it that way. Media. Video graphics resources. Alpha channel clips. Explosions fire. Cineform. Because Windows can't preview Cineform. I don't actually have explosions. I named it Explosions Fire. I don't really have explosions. But we can make one. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Lansy. Hope you're doing well as well. Oh, hey, here's a fireball. That's close enough to an explosion. Yeah. Fire.
Fireball. Fireball Z. Fireball Super. Fireball GT.
Those are free. Ooh, that one's even better. There we go. Now we're talking. And then we got some sound effects. Glad you're enjoying it. Glad I haven't started sucking yet. We're going to add a bin, call it SFX for sound effects. We need to find some explosions. I think I have guns and explosions. Explosion debris. That sounds perfect. It did not play. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Drag that into SFX.
Explosions.
That was really loud. I'm sorry. All right. So we're going to add that over here. We're going to turn that down a bit because that's kind of clipping. Graphics. Somewhere in here. There we go. The problem is it does sort by name whenever you drag it in.
The Mod Mic Wireless can boldly go where no Mod Mic has gone before.
Everything is ruined. Kidding.
All right, we're going to drag that over. All right, we're going to go ahead and set blending mode to screen. There we go. Kind of fade that in.
Yep.
Fade that in a little bit more.
Everything is ruined.
Okay, that's set in slow motion. We need to spin it up a little bit. So retime controls. How far does that get us? A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. That's probably fine. Retime and scaling. Frame blending. And I need to slow down that fade a little bit now.
Everything is ruined.
Actually, that probably needs to come sooner.
Everything is ruined. Just kidding. Now we have a...
Okay. I'm just going to leave it awkwardly on that face here. Request that you add the kaboom sound effect. If you're referring to a specific one, I don't actually know what you're talking about. Oh no, I need to move all of this. Whee! All right, we're undoing the zoom because I don't want to... There we go. Thank you for the 100 bits, Bindi Nachos. Hey, Vox Epos man, thank you for making dope YouTube content. My stream has never looked better. As the kids say, keep it 100 emoji. You keep it 100 emoji too. Keep making those awesome looking screens? Streams. I guess it's on a screen. So you're making some awesome looking screens. But that's fine. Thank you. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you. You don't want to keep it 100 emoji? I want to keep it 100 emoji. Text to speech. Haha, funny.
Ha, funny.
That's not a good voice. What about Ryan?
Ha ha funny.
I gotta order. Y'all, you're about to witness something less legit than maybe I should do it. There's other websites that will do it for free. This site does not offer any sort of unique service in that regard. So I'm just going to record it from the Go XLR. 2 words is not worth paying anyone for. Broadcast stream mix. Haha, funny. What is... Hello? Whoa. Oh, I was zoomed in all the way. I thought it was broken. Will from afar? That sounds like it's gonna be like racist or something. Will from afar. Oh. Far text to speech. I'm interested. Acapella box? Is that what this is? Voices. Will from afar. I love this. Haha, funny. Yeah, of course I accept your terms of use to play a audio file.
Haha, funny.
That's Sharon.
Haha, funny.
How do I get it without the music? I don't want no friggin' music.
Haha, funny.
Is there another site? Text to speech. Actually, was it on that original site?
Haha, funny.
Nope, that wasn't at it. You pay money not to have music? Come on. Back in my day, this was like built into the... this was built into the operating system.
How funny.
Oh, these are boring. I'm not paying money just not to have that music, even though it is hilarious.
Haha, funny.
What if I slow it down?
Haha, funny. Haha, funny. Haha, funny. Haha, funny. Haha, funny.
You know what? It's good enough. Oh yeah, that's why I was recording it. So what was... How much is it to get that? Prices. 500 euros? Oh. 5 euros. $47 seconds. Yeah, I'm not doing that. All right. Record.
Haha, funny.
If they want $1 for it, I'd do it. For just one use. No support, you're not paying that money. I mean, if they want $1 for me to use it once, I would have paid it to them. But I'm not paying some subscription for a one-off meme I will never do again. I'm sorry. That's not how content markets work. SFX, I guess.
Haha, funny.
All right. Let's get out of here. Oh, it's too long. It's too long. No. No. I might have to speed it up.
Kidding.
Haha, funny.
Now we have a lot.
I really got to move all of this.
Kidding.
Haha, funny.
Now we have.
Keep it 100 emoji, lit fiery emoji, winking emoji.
Kidding.
Ha ha funny.
Now we have a lot of options to tinker with. My favorite. First is the ingest server. If you don't feel like tinkering every time you stream, leaving it on best match automatic is fine. XSplit will ping the available ingest servers for your streaming service. This is mostly applicable to Twitch, and then it will choose the correct one based on your connection quality and lowest latency. If you're
I'm getting some sort of weird playback lag that I did not get last time. I'm not entirely sure what's causing it. It almost seems like I'm bottlenecked by, what is it? By networking, of all things.
ping the available ingest servers for your streaming service. This is mostly applicable to Twitch, and then it will choose the correct one based on your connection.
But it's not. But I'm not bottlenecked by graphics card or CPU by any stretch. That's really weird. Huh. Can't say I know what's causing that.
One based on your connection quality and lowest latency. If your internet connection is inconsistent or you connect through a VPN that changes locations, however, you may want to manually choose a location. Click the drop-down menu and give it a moment to populate servers. Then choose one of the servers that says great next to it, ideally with the lowest latency. If you're having trouble staying connected to that one, feel free to change servers. It's possible your internet connection is...
The explosion was too powerful. Yeah, something like that. Something's being weird.
Issues to that server, or it's just busier than usual. If you don't have any great options, choose the one that's best available to you. Next up, it's time to choose your resolution. No.
Yes, no.
One that's best available to you. Next up, it's time to choose your resolution. This is the size of the video that is being sent to your viewers, not just your desktop resolution or the resolution that you might be gaming at. You can choose between 360p, just your desktop is being sent to your viewers, not just your desktop resolution or the resolution that you might might be gaming at. You can choose between 360p and 1440p, but most people should stick around 1080p or 720p. If you're streaming to YouTube and have a very fast internet connection to push 20 megabits per second or more for a stream, 1440p is actually doable, but on Twitch, where the maximum officially supported bitrate is only...
All right, and here's where I wanted to splice in the gameplay.
Second or more for a stream, 1440p is
There we go. So I have recordings. We have stream 6 megabits per second, 1440p. Oh. Ow. So loud. I'm sorry. Ow, my ears. Speaking of two powerful explosions. And we're going to add some text to that. And I may show you how I can recreate a resolve crash in real time fairly quickly. But I'm going to show you trying to do the workaround first because I specifically don't want it to crash, obviously. 1440p 60, 6 megabits per second. All right, call this Open Sans font. Open Sans condensed. I'm going to drop it right down here.
where the max officially supported bitrate is only 6 megabits per second.
Kapow!
Enough to make 1080p look good. 1440p is going to be a pixelated mess. I generally recommend people stick to 720p. I have a whole video detailing.
Okay, so the text needs to be this long. I'm gonna make a new compound clip. 1440p 60, 6 megabits per second. I'm still amazed that it looks so good. That is the power, ladies and gentlemen, of the Turing NVENC encoder. Is the fact that I was trying to make a clip showing how bad 1440p 60 at 6 megabits per second looks, and it looks totally fine.
Per second.
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Red Giant Universe AV Club plugin on the text to make it look cool. However, anytime I try to open the preset menu for that, it crashes resolved the first time or the first 3 times. However, that doesn't seem to happen if I first apply a transition and open that presets menu. So I'm going to apply that over here, even though I don't want to use it necessarily, and choose a preset that way, and hope opening this preset menu does not crash resolve. And it's going to do it anyway. For whatever reason, opening this menu, it just freaks out sometimes. So now I've got to kill resolve. Wait for all the processes to die. and open it back up and hope it lets me choose a preset better next time. That's Red Giant stuff looks really cool. I was just tweeting about it actually. They do some really cool stuff with the Red Giant filters, but they're so prone to performance issues and crashing and things like that that they just drive me up a wall. All right, so I don't need any of this stuff anymore. I'm going to close tabs to the right. There we go. Oh, this is my gaming channel. This isn't even the normal channel. Oh, this is my normal channel now. That's weird. I refreshed and it switched channels. You do everything. My crashed and it's slow for recording. Okay. Reminder to everyone, save your work often. Yep, absolutely. Especially when you're doing something you know will cause a crash, save before you do it, which is pretty sure what I did there. I did not have any of these issues yesterday when I was streaming. There we go. But I hadn't started doing the filters yet. Do 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 do. So how's everyone doing today? Got any cool plans for the weekend? That's coming up in... Never mind, it's still Tuesday. Got any plans for the rest of the week? By the way, for those watching, I will not have a video for tomorrow because I am working purely on this course this week. I will be doing streamer news on Friday. But I will not have a video for Wednesday. Just ran D&D today. Fun time. Nice. Doing Mortal Kombat 11 Joker later. Nice, nice. All right. So, it did not save us applying the effect. That is unfortunate because typically that has to already be applied when I reopen it. I'm an idiot. So I'm going to head to transitions. I'm going to try again on that. I'm going to save. We may have to do this the second round here. Oh, you all aren't even watching. Well, there we go. Yep, it did it again. This is dumb. Resolve/Red Giant fix this. Oh yeah, you do have that Kickstarter coming up. I am stoked for that. Opening Resolve a third time. Again, Resolve in general is super stable and super great. It is the Red Giant plugins that cause this specific issue. And this is the only time Resolve ever crashes for me is with these plugins. Just trying to open up the freaking preset menu. Alright, that's all my Sunkiss for the day. That's unfortunate. We'll have to get some candy or something for the rest of my sugar. I need sugar to focus. Focus. Finally heading to see 1917 tomorrow night. I have no clue what that movie is. People keep talking about it, but it seemed to have shown up out of the blue. It will be on my grab when it hits Blu-ray later list. Well, now I'll be messing with XSplit Gamecaster. Heck yeah, make sure you use my link in the, that one. Oh. Wow, that looks green. Does not look green to my eye. Do 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 do. World War II film shot to look like it was filmed in one take. Wow. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I'm definitely going to have to see that. Tamps says, hey man, just wanted to say I really appreciate the content you put out. Long time subscriber, first time here, long time listener, first time caller. Just for a live stream. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you stopping by. Resolve is not appreciative though. Hanging out in the waveform monitor there. There we go. Just needed some encouragement, some spotlight, some pressure, if you will. All right. Get back in here. No spoilers. Haven't seen it myself yet. Going tomorrow night. Yeah, I am definitely going to see that now. That sounds exciting. I thought that would do something special. I did not mean to just send random emotes with no purpose. All right. I miss seeing a couple recent movies in theaters that I had wanted to see, and I'm pretty bummed about that. Is it really still not going to open up the preset editor? Red Giant, what are you doing? And when I don't get things done, this is why. This is why. So first, before we open up Resolve, we're going to open up Red Giant Link, or Red Giant Application Manager, as it's now called. There's an update for it. I'm going to update it, see if that fixes things, because this is freaking stupid. This should not be happening. Quit and install. Watch, it's going to want to reboot, which I'm not going to do. Agree. Install. I'm going to get some water while it's doing that. I will be right back in just a second. Okay. All right, it said to please reinstall all of your products to take advantage of the latest version. You're going to be rated. Okay, Ray Striker, bring it on. For once, I'm getting rated not at the end of my stream, which keeps happening and is what happened yesterday. Why would you spoil that? Yeah, that is questionable, but feel free to bring it on. Thank you for the follow, Spectre002. All right, let's reinstall Universe. Let's go! Hopefully we can get the editing going now.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
Another follower. Thank you for the follow, XGC Inertia XL. Thank you for the follow.
I'm gonna get medieval.
Holy hell.
Asses.
You weren't kidding about the raid. Oh, thanks for following Ray Striker. Hasn't actually happened to the raid yet, but we are getting new people. Thank you for coming by. And awesome hardware. Holy hell! Oh my god! Thank you so much for the raid. Hot damn! Welcome aboard, everybody. Hello, hello. We are supposed to be doing a video editing live stream here. I'm having to reinstall my plugins here real quick because they were throwing up some issues. Super big raid. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
All right, we're gonna turn down the alert sound, because that's going to get annoying really quickly. Thank you for all the new follows. Thank you for everybody who came over from the raid. Hello, hello. For whatever reason, that didn't reinstall there. Oh, here we go. We were actually looking to raid a person eating a sandwich or something. Well, trying to get video editing working, which worked perfectly yesterday. It's close to it. They rated without me feels sad. Look at all those new followers. Holy hell. Get that get EposVox, that Discord partner. Hell yeah, everybody should join. Discord.gg/EposVox. We still technically have the vanity URL at the moment. At least I think so. Yeah. Thanks to server boost, but I'm trying to get partnership again. Well, not again, just in general. Thank you so much for the raid. This is crazy. My alerts are just blowing up. Hot damn. We have a lot of viewers. That is a lot of viewers. Holy hell. Thank you so much. I believe that was Paul? The Awesome Hardware Podcast. Yeah, is that going? That's going today. Wow. Hope you guys had a great podcast, if you're even watching this part. Don't know if you just kind of rated and left. Thank you so much. That's crazy.
Boom! Boom! Incoming raid.
All right. This is taking forever. Oh no, I minimized everything. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. Well, I don't need 2 installers. That's going to take a minute. So we're just going to chat. Okay, I guess we rated Adam. Thank you. Is that not what you were expecting? Who were you expecting to raid? Was it not me? Was this a mistake? Did you give your viewers to the wrong person? Did you do the same thing I did? I tried raiding someone yesterday and I accidentally sent viewers to 2 different channels and completely messed it up and was hosting the channel that I didn't send all my raid viewers to. Fine, Adam, we will raid you. Well, thanks. I hate that I'm not doing the actual content we're supposed to be doing here. I guess we can proceed without those plugins for now. I'm supposed to be video editing in Resolve. I have a new master class coming that I'm supposed to be working on, but my plugins just kept crashing Resolve. So we're just going to proceed without them. It was me, then it wasn't me, then it was me, according to up to 16. Holy crap, the follows. This is insane. Jesus. I don't even know what to say. Holy crap, dude. Waiting on Resolve to cooperate here. Hope everybody's having a great start to your week. Hope the show went great. I see alcohol was involved, according to Polly. Hope it was fun, at least. Got a busy week ahead of me with video editing stuff. Couldn't have accidentally rated a nicer guy. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't stream a ton. I don't actually stream super consistently. It's definitely a casual thing for me, but I've been wanting to stream more of the behind the scenes kind of process of things, and it helps keep me focused. I was really supposed to have delivered this course that I'm working on for XSplit about a month ago, and CES came up and I got really sick and things like that, and so I am super behind on it. And despite the fact that streaming does kind of delay things because I'm chatting and I'm interacting and I'm not working, it keeps me focused on this task, because while I'm streaming, I'm here to edit. I'm not here to watch, TV shows and procrastinate and get distracted on a new project rabbit hole to jump down. I am just here to edit. And so I'm trying to do more of these streams moving forward and just kind of flex my Threadripper Titan RTX hardware and the fact that I can edit 4K, 4.6K, 8K video and stream 1080p 60 slow to Twitch and have no problems. So that's what we're here for. eLogic says here, since this isn't going anywhere. Completely new here, but have seen a bunch of your YouTube videos and chat is scrolling without me. There we go. May I ask what your name means? I made a video on it. It is the reverse Latin of epic voice. It is something that someone had given me when I first started YouTube with a cringy leet speak name, and a lot of people were attracted to my content for my voice at the time. It's actually kind of, lightened up as I've gotten older, but when I want to flex it, I have a pretty cool voice most of the time. I at least think so. Got that radio jock thing going on, and so epic voice in Latin is Vox Epos, and so EposVox flipped around is basically the same thing. Golden Llama fudged up and got RAM that isn't on the compatibility list for XMP on my motherboard. Learned this because of blue screens. Ouch. Are there updates or anything that possibly will come in the future to help my RAM at 3200? I mean, you can try BIOS updates, but that's going to be about it. Oh, they saw me, so they saw the BRB screen. Damn, I almost messed it up. I'm glad it came back. Woo! I'm actually not streaming with Invink, but yeah. There were 600 people in here at one point. Holy hell. Say boom again.
Boom. Fatality.
The followers are still rolling in. I am blown away. I have been rated a couple times, but I don't think I've been rated to this capacity. I will say this is getting like, I will get back to editing now. Resolve is open here. But I will say, to get a little sappy here, is I have been blown away with how just open and accepting and friendly the tech scene on YouTube has been. I struggled with a lot of my YouTube career with not feeling like I was breaking into the inner circle of the tech YouTubers. You know, I was looking up, I was watching Paul like 10 years ago on YouTube and Linus and people like that. And I just didn't feel like I could really get into that space. And the past couple of years with LTX and meeting people at CES and things like that, everybody has made me feel like I am a part of this. And that means the world to me. And, you know, rating this here is yet another example of that kind of generosity. So if you're still here, Paul Kyle, thank you. And yes, I just treated you like you were one person. So the problem we were running into is I want to apply some specific Red Giant effects here. I want to keep turning that volume down. I want to apply some specific Red Giant effects here to my text and things like that. But the preset manager for it, for whatever reason, is busted. It just ends up crashing Resolve. I don't know why. It's only Red Giant that does this. They have some sort of issues. So I'm just going to omit the special effects for now, and we're just going to keep editing. For those who are new here, I'm editing in DaVinci Resolve. It is my new NLE of choice. I've been using it for about a year now. Switched to it because I do shoot Blackmagic RAW on my Ursa Mini Pro 4.6K. So we get some
what's listed as 900p HD.
Really awesome looking video here. Super sharp, super clear, RAW format. And so I switched to Resolve to support it. And now its performance is blazing fast on just about any hardware. And so we're editing my next master class. Wait, Paul and Kyle are not the same people? Yeah. You know, questionable. I've seen things. But what I am kind of known for on YouTube is making these kinds of master classes of tutorial courses, basically, on how to use things. Mainly OBS has been my subject matter, but XSplit is especially the new Gamecaster update, is also a great streaming program option. So I am making a masterclass for that because I have not talked about it much, and there have been people interested in it. So that is what we're working on here today. And really, all I'm doing is editing. So you're going to see the process, the behind-the-scenes stuff. In the last stream, I worked through my recording process for all of my footage and how I organize everything. And we're just going to, you know, work on episode 3 of the course out of 18. Thank you so much for all the follows. I think the things have stopped blowing up now. I think we're safe. I hope we're safe. We'll see. I don't know. Whew. That was great. I really appreciate it, everybody. Thank you to the Golden Llama for hosting me. I hope I didn't miss anyone else. Oh, we got another follower coming in as well. I think those are just going to keep going. There's one more. Race Me 38. Thank you. You do sound a radio host. You sound like a radio host. Yeah, I can do the like accent for it. That's called. It's not called puking. It's called a phrase like puking, where you're like forcing it. Like, it's hard to say, but that's fine. You are never safe. Evil's voice is like the proximity effect, but it feels it isn't actually close up. All right, let's see what we have to go.
Specifically an application to OBS Studio, but it's totally still relevant here as well. It'll be linked.
Oh yeah, I was going to reference a video I made last year. I need to pull that up here out of my footage archives. I just moved that to a new drive. Crap, where did that go? Toby, on my Jim Halpert drive. Footage archive. I believe it was 2019. OBS canvas resolution. There we go. Exports. Come down here to folder 3. Make a B-roll bin. Can you do the transatlantic accent? I cannot. I'm actually really terrible with accents in general. So the transatlantic one is one I've always wanted to do, but it turns super embarrassing and turns into some terrible like New Yorker, Jersey kind of like mobster movie accent that's really bad, and it's not a good idea. All right. Wow, my video looked really dark there. What the hell? That was a terrible looking video. I don't know what I did to that. It's all black. Really weird. Okay. Anyway, I just want to reference this video. I will reference this part. What is a transatlantic accent? The transatlantic accent is an accent from, I want to say the 50s, like really, well, probably earlier than that, like 1800s up to the 50s maybe. Probably not 1800s. That was designed to be kind of like how if you watch TV news, most of the news anchors, at least for like local news stations, they all sound the same. They all talk like this, and they talk about the local news and how your local news at 11. They all have the same emphasis in their voice because they all talk to the same cadence and the same rhythm. It's kind of like that, but for a little bit olden times for both, European, like English and Northeastern American viewers to kind of understand the same accent. I can actually probably pull up an example. Your shirt totally matches your theme colors. Yes, this shirt is sort of a sponsor, not like directly, but Supermassive Shop actually sent over a bunch of shirts of their retro themed shirts for me to wear in videos and stuff. So they have a lot of really cool designs. I have a bunch like this. They're freaking fantastic. Pretty much all of my shirts I show in videos and all of my branding and stuff is 90s themes. Transatlantic accent. You probably know what this is, even if you haven't actually heard the name before. Can I get a sound of it?
Now, historically, transat R's at the ends of words like winner or clear. They'll also use as D, form of days of mid-Atlantic.
I just want to hear a direct sample.
The Mattoon, Matt vowel. So
no, someone just play an example of it.
At the beginning of the 20th century, elevated public speech moved.
Okay, well, you ruined your audio, so now I can't hear what you're saying. Well, you know what? You guys are explaining it. Apparently, there's no good examples on YouTube of it. Whose line? Okay. French accent. Oh, come on. All right, well, we've wasted enough time on this. Transatlantic example. This shows up. I guess that's it.
Do it.
Oh, here we go.
Spain, you know. This citadel can and shall be taken, and I'm the boy to do it.
That's kind of it. I'm the boy to do it. Yeah, see? See, then I go into that stupid mobster thing. Wow, why is it not finding these? Huh. Whatever, you get the idea. Alright, anyway, we're referencing a video here. Oh, that blocked off a lot. Make sure it's not covering anything. We're good to go. Okay, so then I need a lower third for it. I have one of those saved. Retro theme graphics, lower thirds, OBS course, lower third. Maybe it was a thing back then to talk like a mobster. You don't even know the tabs. That's one window, that's one window, that's one window, and I have another window on the other monitor. You don't even know tabs till you've seen my tabs. All right. OBS canvas resolution explained. And then I can just extend the lower third part because this is just, oh dear Lord. There we go. But no, I'm terrible with accents in general. That's why I can't really be a voice actor without a lot of coaching. It's actually on... It's actually in my, to-do list or bucket list for the next few years to get vocal training so I can actually do voice acting because, I only do stuff. But, I only do the announcer voice, the radio jack, the epic god voice, things like that. Or the Unreal Tournament voice.
Monster kill, kill, kill.
But that's about all I can do. And I would like to have a little bit more range. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, see? Oh, what the... There we go. I also can't do a British accent, and obviously that's part of the transatlantic accent, is bringing in some of the British parts of it. So, it's kind of, you know, a disadvantage in my favor. Oh yeah, Resolve does not like some blending modes. So sometimes I have to save files as PNGs instead of Photoshop. It works fine with PNGs. Photoshop files sometimes don't work exactly as intended with some forms of transparency. There you can see it's a little bit better here. Yeah, Resolve can import PSDs natively, and for most things it works perfectly fine. For whatever reason, this specific lower third does not usually work perfectly fine. Alright, and then I need something to kind of differentiate that it's an older video. We're going to... Honestly, no, it's fine.
It's specifically an application to OBS Studio, but it's totally still relevant here as well. It'll be linked in the description.
And then we'll apply one of our transitions, but since I can't use the plugin, I'll just use one of the ones I've already pre-rendered here of the VHS style if I have it. Hello? There we go.
It is also...
There we go.
However, it is also...
I really think the difference of streaming in slow versus medium X264 is why I'm having these performance issues, because I did not have them yesterday. That's funny, because I'm not really using... I'm using 1% CPU usage right now. 0% right now. But I think that it really is... There's like something that's it's trying to latch onto that I could probably tame with Process Lasso, but I'm not going to. It's fine. Wow, holy cow. I didn't even notice. I wasn't really paying attention to the numbers. With that follow spree from that raid, we broke 3,000 followers on here. That is insane. That is bonkers. Holy hell, guys. Thank you so much. That's just crazy. I don't even know what to say to that. Jesus. Consider mind blown.
It is also common practice to use what's listed as 900p HD plus here.
Oh yeah, I need screen back for that. Wipe transition, and we're good.
HD plus here, or 1600 by 900. It's a medium between 720p and 1080p. It's also perfectly 16 by 9. I prefer to stick to standard video formats, but the choice is yours. Keep in mind that the higher resolution your video goes, the lower quality image you will get for your given bitrate. Higher resolution makes more sense for slower paced, small detail, or text-based streams, while lower resolutions makes more sense for fast-paced action games. Next up, it's time to choose your encoder. Typically, you'll have one of two options. X264, which is a software encoder that runs entirely on your CPU or processor, and a dedicated GPU or graphics card encoder, such as NVIDIA NVENC for NVIDIA GPUs.
And I need to splice in footage I recorded in the first episode for AMD encoders. What's up, Nyano Cat? Are you on the 7980XE? No! I am on the Threadripper 3960X. 24 cores, 48 threads. I'm actually going to be switching to the 3970X soon. This was just an experiment, and then I didn't want to reapply thermal paste, but I'm switching to custom water cooling and a cool case that has not come out yet. And adding some wheels to it and crazy stuff like that. And I'll be switching up to the 3970X. I've got 128 gigs of DDR4 RAM, of course, and my NVIDIA Titan RTX. I've got something in my eye. Hold on. Let me hide this so you don't got to see it. Play an ad, get like 90 cents of revenue. It's not worth all that. Yeah, Threadripper 3000 at least definitely kind of removes the need of a 2PC setup. In fact, if I switch over here, you can't really see it. You see this monitor behind me? That is my 5th monitor in my setup. Now you can actually, the driver will only let you enable 4 monitors on one GPU at a time. So I can only turn on 4 at a time. But I've got my 2 high-end 4K 60 production monitors here, 10-bit panels from Dell. I reviewed them a while back. They're also some of the best HDR monitors. Then I have my 120 hertz CRT over here. And then I have my 2 high refresh rate gaming monitors back over here, so I can just do a 90-degree pivot when I want to separate work and play and go play video games on the high refresh monitor, and I can do a stream on it too. So I can stream and play from the same computer at the same time without the need for a 2 PC setup anymore, which saves on power and makes it a lot easier. It's a pretty awesome setup. I'll have a new desk tour coming soon. I did a desk tour like 6 months ago, but I made a lot of changes since then. But once I have the case swapped and things like that, I'll be doing another desk tour soon. And if you all haven't seen my retro room yet, oh boy, that's definitely coming. Hang on, I need to send something to my buddy Lagundo here super fast. I believe I have them. I said I had them. Where did they go? How do I keep losing this thing that I know that I have? You're probably not supposed to see that. Well, it's fine. I can't find it right now. It's fine. Moving on.
AMD VCE for those with AMD GPUs or APUs, or QuickSync for those with Intel. With XSplit game cap.
You got a mini get a mini ITX case? No. I am in the biggest case that you can possibly imagine. Well, not the biggest. The biggest would probably be that Case Labs case that is basically a mini fridge. And unfortunately, Case Labs no longer exists, so rip them. But
Or AMD VCE.
Hear about the OSSC Pro? Absolutely, I am super stoked for it. Bummed that they have ruled out the possibility of 4K stuff, but still super stoked for all of the features. I think it's really going to meet my needs a lot more. I actually have here. So you want to spend $800 on a computer case? Yes. When it meets my needs, yes. So I'll switch over here since someone brought it up. I actually have something real cool. I got it assembled by Bob over at Retro RGB, and it's still missing the I/O board because they were out of stock. But I have finally the Mister. Hello, autofocus. Hello, autofocus. There we go. I've got the Mister, which is an FPGA console. Case Labs has a case the size of a small server rack. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can't see it because this monitor's in the way, but I have a full server rack in the back. I want a case that is the size of a small server rack. But yeah, this is the Mister. This is an FPGA emulator console, and FPGA emulation is better than software emulation. It's almost considered like near perfect in some regards, especially for someone like me that doesn't do speedrunning or anything like that. And it can run a wide gamut of systems on the hardware as if it was running them on the real system, and it can output it to both HDMI and, once I get the I/O board, VGA or component, both at the same time, and connect different controllers and things like that. And it can also output at 1440p 60 FPS, which is really freaking cool. So I've been covering a lot of, retro gaming stuff kind of on the side. I'm going to be covering it more on my second channel, which I have renamed Vox Bytes. If I pull up, it's actually at youtube.com/EposVox Gaming, because that's used to be what it branded, but I just rebranded it. Hey, we got our verification check mark back. Oh, you can't see that. We got our verification check mark back. When you rename a channel on YouTube, you lose verification because they don't want people like getting verified and then changing it to someone else's name, and it got taken away, but they just gave it back. This is my secondary channel. It's going to have gaming content on it because I like talking about video games and I need to do it more, and there's always more I want to talk about and I just don't make time to edit. But it's also going to have expansion videos of the retro stuff that I can't always cover on the main channel. Is there HDMI latency since it goes through the SoC rather than the FPGA? As far as I know, I believe that Bob had actually done latency testing with the Mister, and there isn't really any significant amount, but I don't know for certain. And if there is an amount, it's not going to be enough to make it detrimental to most people, myself included. I don't know how it's actually routed. You can look it up. It's called the Mister. You can look up what it actually uses. Is it bad to have the gaming stuff on your main channel? Yes, because it's not really a gaming channel at this point, and a lot of there's viewer drop off. It creates mixed audiences and things like that. I actually ran my channel as a gaming channel first with the OBS tutorials secondarily, and it was very quickly clear the gaming stuff wasn't performing very well while the OBS was, and the stuff that doesn't perform well hurts the stuff that does perform well. So it just makes sense to keep the stuff on a separate channel, especially since I'm not going to do it as high production value as I would on the main channel.
Or AMD VCE for those with AMD GPUs or APUs, or QuickSync for those with Intel. With XSplit Gamecaster, I'm generally going to recommend NVIDIA users to stick with NVENC encoder.
Oh yeah, I needed the AMD encoder.
VCE for those with AMD GPUs or APUs, or QuickSync for those with Intel. With XSplit Gamecaster, I'm generally going to recommend
Just watch 7 hours of your videos? That's a lot of content. Thanks so much. And thank you for subbing to Vox Bites, Ultimate Cyborg.
NVIDIA users stick with NV encoder instead of X264. With XSplit Gamecaster, I'm generally going to recommend that NVIDIA users use the NVEnc encoder.
Wait, did I just repeat myself? Did I not cut out a bad take?
Next up, it's time to choose your encoder. Typically, you'll have one of two options: X264, which is a software encoder that runs entirely on your CPU or processor, and a dedicated GPU or graphics card encoder, such as NVIDIA NVEnc for NVIDIA GPUs, or AMD VCE for those with AMD GPUs or APUs, or QuickSync.
Thank you for the follow, GWG.
Within
and null kernel.
With XSplit Gamecaster, I'm generally going...
Yep, I said this twice. I need to cut it out.
With XSplit Gamecaster, I'm generally going to recommend that NVIDIA users use the NVEnc encoder instead of X264.
Are there any older versions of Resolve that's free? Of Studio, no, but they have a whole free version of, like, they have the free version of Resolve that has always been free and is always updated. And then there's the Studio version, which really just gets a couple extra pro level tools and then their own custom decode and encode engine, which does make the difference in performance. The free version does not perform as well for H.264 specifically as the Studio version, but everything else is pretty much identical.
I'll explain performance reasons in a moment, but generally speaking, especially for those on NVIDIA's newer GPUs, such as the 1650 Super or higher tier, or the RTX 2060 or newer.
All right, we're going to make a graphic here. No, it doesn't have any watermarks. We're going to make a super simple graphic here. Actually, retro theme graphics. OBS course title slide. We're going to use one of these. Not that one. That one's overused. That one's overused. That one I just opened. I just clicked the same file. There we go. New. Good. NVEnc. $1650 Super through 1660 Ti, 2060 through 2080 Ti / RTX Titan. All same quality. Non-super 1650, not same quality. Do you know how to fix mic adjusting itself automatically in games? I've never really had that issue. I've never encountered that, so I've never found a solution. I know it's a problem people face, but not one that I face. Yeah, Resolve definitely has a learning curve if you're not used to, you know, these bigger tier NLEs, but it is something that I would always recommend people start with. New NVEnc. All right. Back to episode 3. Bring in that title slide. I always need to convey this because otherwise people keep asking the same question over and over again. We drag on analog damage. That is a filter built into Resolve. We go to the 1990s preset. We come down here to broadcast signal, chroma misalignment. Give us that color shift that I like to see. And then increase the noise scale, increase the noise amount. I find this to be preferable to the way that I did it before, which was to overlay the tracking line distortion. A lot of people complained about that. People generally don't complain about this part of the aesthetic.
16.
So this seems to be the smoother way of introducing, you know, my VHS aesthetic.
50 Super or higher tier, or the RTX.
Looks pretty good. Switch compression's probably killing some of the noise, but that's fine. All right. Actually, scan lines would work as well.
2060 or newer.
That works. We'll add some transitions. Do you have any recommendations for somewhat cheap lighting for YouTube videos? There's lots of cheap LED panels on Amazon, as well as big softbox lighting kits. Amazon or B&H, well, Amazon, B&H has the good stuff. Amazon has the cheap stuff. There's lots of just softbox kits you can get started. You just want something that's soft, not just like bare exposed LEDs or a light bulb. You want soft lighting. That's my number one recommendation. Either use bounce lighting off of a white reflector or a white wall, or use a softbox on whatever light you get. Do not use eBay RGB strips. Those are terrible for on-camera work. No. Especially for key lights. Please do not. So many issues. So many issues.
Such as the 1650 Super or higher tier, or the RTX 2060 or newer, NVIDIA's in-game encoder can now match X264 in quality while adding virtually no performance penalty to your game, nor driving frames on stream. It's kind of the perfect solution here. AMD users, on the other hand, should experiment and see which encoder performs best to their liking.
Ooh, I can actually quote the performance here with a video I made last year as well. So back to footage archive 2019. I opened Google Docs on accident, closed that. EposVox Tech. New InVink. Nope. What? InVink. Was it really a 2018 video at this point? Really? No. It was not. Where did this video go? Yeah, do not use RGB lights to light skin. Doesn't work. Please do not ever do that. On top of the fact that most of them have a weird little like refresh cycle that will show up on camera as flickering or like actual refresh lines. If your shutter speed isn't perfectly matched to whatever arbitrary 50, 60, 70, 40, 30 hertz thing they want to do. I made a whole video. Where's this video? The problem is I have a million files named InVink. I bet it was in the OBS update. Maybe I just kept it in the same OBS update here. Was it this one? No, it was OBS 24, right? No, that was released in September. I'm gonna have to look for it on YouTube. Let me pull up YouTube real quick. Use those 24 cores for searching. New InVink. Yeah, here it is. Old InVink versus new InVink. Uploaded February 2019. Old InVink. Oh, I swear to God, if I called it old. Nope, I don't have an old. Did I lose this? I'm going to be so upset if I lost this somehow. Footage archive, 2019. This is a different footage archive folder. Oh. I may be in the wrong footage I'm in the wrong footage archive folder. That's why. I've recently completely rechanged all of my organization and I haven't fully mapped everything back over. I'm an idiot. New InVink explained again. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Trombone Steve resubbed for 2 months on a 2-month streak. Wow. Oh, yeah. There was performance. There we go. Performance. Yeah. All right. There we go.
Nor dropping frames on stream. It's kind of the perfect solution here. AMD users, on the other hand, should experiment and see which encoder performs best to their liking. AMD GPU encoder, VCE, or AMF, has not been around as long as NVIDIA's and has some serious quality.
And here, I can reference my AMF versus NVIDIA video. Actually, I need a lower third for that one as well. The AKA Dad with 500 bits. An anonymous gifter gifting a tier 1 sub to Nightbot. To Nightbot? Okay. The AKA Dad, I like your YouTube videos, or I watch them, I learn from them, appreciate them, I enjoyed them. Well, thank you. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the gifted sub over there. We got a Hype Train level 1 going. Choo-choo, I guess. AMF versus Invink. And I forgot I need to save these as PNGs. Gifting a sub to Nightbot. That's a way to go, I guess. Does Nightbot take that as payment? Nyano Cat with the 9 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are spoiling me. Spoiling me too much. Keeping that hype train alive, though. No, but you could put your emoji into Nightbot messages then. Oh, I see. That's interesting. Alright, so this is new Invink explained again. And then we're referencing AMF versus Invink. Exports. I'm gonna go with that one. The B-roll folder. Okay, something's up. It's important. Either I was doing a really bad job of just making my background way too dark. Like I want it dark, but not pitch black. Or it's like interpreting some of my videos weird. There we go. This is what I want. Then I can get my little VHS transition again. Best to their liking. AMD's GPU encoder, VCE, or AMF, has not been around as long as NVIDIA's and has some serious quality issues at the moment. It still performs very well in most cases, but the quality it achieves usually doesn't keep up with NVIDIA or Software X264. I have a plethora of videos covering AMD VCE and AMD Invink and how they differ and what you should choose for which purpose. I have a playlist of those linked in the video description. No! There we go. And how they differ and what you should choose for which purpose. I have a playlist of those. All right. I have a graphic for this. 2019. Raid Shadow Legends. I had a link in the description clip, I think. Yeah, check the link in the description. Do any of these seem worthwhile? Let's try this one. Ex Machina Gamma subbed with Twitch Prime. We are Hype Train level 2. Y'all are crazy today. Thank you. It just never ends. Y'all are awesome. Thanks so much. All right, so for this, we need a screen. Ah, that's not produced correctly. I think we can make up for it by duplicating it again. Nope, that's still not saturated enough. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Darn. We'll try the other one. Why? There's no black in the... What? There's no black in the red. Why is it taking black out of the red? That's not how screen works. Multiply? Overlay? Subtract? Screen. That's really weird. All right, I'm not using those. Yeah, there's up to 3 levels of hype trains. Out of curiosity, do you write the scripts for these types of videos? For courses like this, and for super detailed videos, I will write scripts. So I actually have OneNote open here. I have all of the scripts, although I'm not done with all of them, but I have all the scripts for these videos. I read them off on a teleprompter and I'm good to go. And then I use that for my subtitles and stuff for the videos. For most of my normal content these days, I don't script as heavily as I used to, and I'm just purely kind of going off the cuff. But for a lot of this, there's actually 5 levels of Hype Train. They said there was 3 yesterday and it wouldn't go any higher. It just kind of stopped at level 3. Or did we make it all the way to level 5? I don't remember. My memory could be bad. I don't remember. All right, instead of link in the description, I'm going to use my new subscribe graphic because I have not used it for this video. EposVox subscribe. And what you should choose for which purpose. I have a playlist of those linked in the video description. Oh, that's really loud. All right, new graphic. Oh, hang on. Now new graphic. I'm the all-knowing stream helper. I am I am the stream professor when it comes to the process of getting your stuff up to stream. I am actually not all that familiar with all of Twitch's new features. I've actually only raided with the new raid feature for the first time yesterday, and I messed it up. And what you should choose for which purpose, I have a playlist of those linked in the video description. Let's talk performance though. As a quick summary, GPU encoding will always perform better, both for your stream. All right, so we can move that all the way up here. No, Ollie, say hello to the internet. We have new viewers. We got rated, so say hello, Ollie. Say hi. I'm Ollie. I like to cause trouble. I'm not supposed to be on stream right now, but hello. Here are my beans. All right, now go. Go on. Go on. Thank you. All right. Description. Let's talk performance though. I'm going to add a title slide here for performance. How did I get cat hair in my mouth? Why do you shed so much? Wow. Do not like. All right, new title slide. What? GPU versus CPU encoder performance? Question mark. And then we'll come back to episode 3. Performance. Of course, he immediately goes and starts getting in trouble somewhere else. It's fine. All right, we want to go ahead and just copy the effects from this one. So I'm going to hit Control-C for copy, and then come over here, right-click, paste attributes, and just going to click plugins. Apply. There we go. That way I don't have to recreate it. Oh, we got downgraded to level 1 hype train, apparently. But I can show thank you for that. That's weird timing. Oh, wrong window. There we go. No, that was a downgrade of the hype train. I don't know why it gave me a like positive notification for that. That's really funny. Let's talk performance though. As a quick summary, GPU encoding will always perform better both for your... Oh, this needs to go away. Both for your stream and for your game than CPU encoding on modern hardware. This is because modern graphics cards have a dedicated silicon, basically a are there any images out there of a Turing GPU die? Ollie, hold on one sec. Get down. You're gonna get in trouble again. Get down. Get down. Yes, this is referring to the GPU encoder versus the CPU encoder, which is software. Is there any pictures of the Turing die? NVIDIA Turing die, like on the inside. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I'm looking for. But it doesn't talk about NVENC. NVENC. It's not going to. Oh, does this one? Or T-Core video. There we go. That's the image I've been looking for forever. Save image. Episode 3, GFX. Turing die. It's like Fox die. Fox die. All right. Thanks, Logix. I appreciate it. There's a delay on the stream. It's not your fault.
Coding on modern hardware. This is because modern graphics cards.
Oh, the one from Anantech is the same thing but easier to read. I like easier to read. Wait, how is that easier to read? What? Is it easier to read? It looks like it's just washed out. It looks like it's harder to read. That's like a phone picture of the actual picture. Probably from the press event. This is fine.
Coding on modern hardware. This is because modern graphics cards have a dedicated silicon, basically a dedicated chip, or rather...
Okay. So before I show that, I want a tiny bit of B-roll. Yeah, that's just a phone picture. That's harder to read. So I need some dedicated B-roll. Why would I try that when I have the original image that is in original quality? I need some B-roll of graphics cards, which I do have. Here we go. I'm just going to drag all of this into B-roll, because some of this is a Quadro, some of this is a Titan, and I don't remember which. Or I can just show the Quadro, the Titan, and a 2080. That's a bad view, though. This is fine. Make sure that's not blocking other screen capture stuff. I swear my cat is trying to get in trouble at every turn. I think he's hungry. I'm not in the position to feed him just yet. I may have to go BRB to do that.
Hardware. This is because modern graphics cards have a dedicated silicon, basically a dedicated chip.
And then we got color this real fast. I may actually just apply the same grade here and see what happens. Yeah, that looks good. How we looking? Ooh, that's a little dark though. Bring up those blacks. Bring up the mid a tiny bit. Bring down the highlight. Yeah, now we're talking. I want to scale it in just a little bit to try to hide those corners.
Hardware. This is because modern graphics cards have a dedicated silicon, basically a dedicated chip, or rather part of the main...
Then I can do a transition there. I'll have to go back and add it again.
They're part of the main chip that is dedicated to video encoding. It's an ASIC, if you're familiar with what that is.
Then we're going to grab a definition of ASIC just to show. Video graphics or retro theme graphics, lower thirds, URL bar. Oh, actually, I need to first canvas size, pixels, 2160. I made this for a different aspect ratio. I appreciate this stream so much. I can learn so much about editing. That is the idea. Ultimately, I hope that I can just be helpful. I like learning how other people do a process, so I hope other people can also, you know, learn from it as well. And I'm going to show up to here looks good. And then grab the URL. Oh, why is it always too long? That's what she said. Question mark. There we go. You should totally stream Dice making stuff, man. See, I think this is the future of streaming. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have my hotkey set up so I can make a clip out of this because I want people to know it. I think that the future of streaming on Twitch and other platforms, it still includes, of course, game streaming. But I've been talking about in my stream critique series that more and more you have to do other things to stand out as a streamer. You have to have just chatting segments. Actually, speaking of which, you got to have just chatting segments and time you spend with your subs. And I really think a lot more of the successful streams are going to come from people who do more unique things. They game stream and they do other streaming, but they also just kind of stream the cool stuff that they do, the unique stuff that they do, the fun stuff that isn't just gaming, showing the more unique side. I think the future of big growing streams is going to be that. And Lagundo mentions Instagram here. A big lesson is to be learned from that. We see these more micro content platforms like Instagram and maybe TikTok kind of stuff. Platforms grow people grow on these platforms very quickly, especially on mobile, by hyper focusing on some weird niche that they are really passionate about. My favorite accounts to follow on Instagram and scroll through on my phone are people who don't run YouTube channels, who don't do the whole social media thing overall, but they have some really cool anime or VHS or game collection, and they're always taking cool pictures of it and having a lot of fun with it because they have something unique and something cool that they can then provide unique content about and aren't just trying to force it. And I'm over here trying to force it and not doing a good job or finding success because I'm forcing it. Whereas people who are just naturally doing this thing, like I would have spent tonight video editing anyway, showing that ends up doing a lot better. I really think that's where streaming is going. Not necessarily always as replacement content, but as supplemental content. Yeah, there's my piece. Moving along. A sick diff.
It's more or less a standalone video encoding processor sitting there waiting for you to use it, sitting there waiting to encode video. It doesn't affect your game performance.
Honestly, though, like I have zero attention span for a normal game stream. Like every time I have always wanted to. Oh, yeah, I'm not showing this. I'm not showing the editing. I'm sorry. I still have more to say apparently. Every time I try to tune into many of the big streamers to see what they're all about, to see why they're making millions of dollars, like every time I tune into Ninja's stream, he's either not even paying attention to the stream, he's off on his phone doing nothing, not even talking for like 5 minutes, and I'm sitting there like waiting and nothing happens, and then I'm like, okay, that was a complete waste of my time. I'd rather go do something else. Or he's super into the game, maybe sort of chatting with his teammate, but just playing, and that's it. And, at a certain point in my life, I would have loved that, and I still love watching someone like Shroud just shred in a game, but overall, that only lasts a few minutes. I want to be engaged a little bit more in order to really enjoy a live stream. I want to see something a little different. And maybe that's different for me and my generation of like content creators, because I came up on a platform where gameplay commentary was already a rising subject matter. When I started on YouTube, gameplay commentary had just been invented, like right as I was starting. And it was this whole, new content thing where I spent 10 years watching other people talk about video games already. I don't need to sit here and watch people play video games in a live stream format, which is much less produced, much less quality content. And so maybe that's a me thing in a sense. But I think a lot of people are finally reaching that point. But that being said, clearly there was a big enough audience, or streaming wouldn't have taken off in that guy, in that way. Link now or I'll die of wishing. Link what? What? I've tried to do some podcast editing on stream and I found it kind of slows my workflow. Yes, in a sense, when I'm directly just editing this video, this is a much slower workflow than just editing by myself. But for me, it helps keep me focused, because otherwise I will stop editing once I get bored and go work on another project and then never finish this one. So it helps keep me focused, even if I am, taking longer. iSorb resub for the 4-month total. Hi, I'm a big streamer. Please watch me eat some SpaghettiOs. Oh, iSorb. All right. Back to editing. Speaking of which.
And it can usually encode your stream with... It's more or less a standalone video encoding processor sitting there waiting for you to use it, sitting there waiting to encode video. It doesn't affect your game performance, and it can usually encode your stream without any drop frames or lag. This is great, but that accelerated speed has historically come at a trade-off of quality cost.
And then I can bring back that same video I already referenced, old NVINC versus new NVINC, and talk, or AMF versus NVINC, and talk about quality. There we go. A new masterclass. X-Men First Class. I'm editing a new masterclass. Yeah.
That accelerated speed, this has historically come at a trade-off of quality cost. As mentioned, this is more or less a non-issue on NVIDIA hardware, but it is still a problem for AMD graphics. On the other side is CPU encoding. Your processor is required to do, well, everything on your computer. Running your Spotify or Discord in the background, routing your...
I feel like I just did a video where I showed, I think in my Threadripper video, I might have some like cell phone B-roll of just like Task Manager running with all the threads. That's what I want. Yeah, here we go. That's what I want.
Running your Spotify or Discord in the background, routing your recording.
iSorb gifted a tier 1 sub to A-Logics. You've gifted 9 subs? Jesus.
Thanks to your hard drives.
Thank you.
Processing a lot of the load for
You're crazy.
And running the setup for XSplit as well. There's left so much headroom to add video encoding by X264 on top of all of that. In some cases, some games will require too much resources for X264 to even be viable for some users. Plenty of older PCs will not.
And here I'm referencing yet another video. I don't typically reference this much, but there is a lot of information that I'm going through that, frankly, I feel like I just need to point people to those videos if they're going to have a clue what I'm talking about. Yeah, you use the shit out of the sub. By the way, head on over. We just unlocked the vanity URL, discord.gg/EposVox. We just unlocked the vanity URL thanks to getting enough server boost on our server. If you have a Twitch sub on Twitch, you actually get access to our special sub content, but early access to videos, behind the scenes content. I'm kind of, nose to grind here working on this course, so I haven't done a ton of the behind the scenes stuff, but I do have a video of this process that I shot for behind the scenes that I'll be posting soon. And I usually try to get videos going early access and things like that for it as well. You get access to that by being a Twitch sub, so join us on Discord.
Running setup for XSplit as well. So you're only left with so much headroom to add video encoding by X264 on top of all of that. In some cases, some games will require too much resources for X264 to even be viable for some users. Plenty of older PCs will not have a good time encoding.
There we go. Ryzen 5 3600X stream optimization. Thank you for joining. iSorb will get you taken care of with roles and things like that because it probably won't auto-assign.
For some users. Plenty of older PCs will not have a good...
The editing stream is the most fun you've had watching something on Twitch in weeks. I'm going to screenshot that and tweet that. That is like the best endorsement I can get. I'm going to tweet that right now. You heard it here first, folks. Best content on Twitch in weeks. Check in. There we go. Thank you for giving me a tweet because I forgot to retweet my I'm going live tweet.
Encoding with X264 simply due to not having enough power or too few threads, things like that. And in virtually every case, other than the top.
We can get some Threadripper B-roll again.
Trying to play a game. Obviously, the impact of this scales with the level of hardware that you have. If you have some awesome Threadripper or X299 Intel chips like I do, X264 won't be a problem. But if
Roughly how fast do you type? I have no idea because I only type fast when it's coming from my head. If I'm trying to type what I'm reading, that slows me down substantially. And so those tests have me typing slower than your average person sometimes, even though I type absurdly fast. I'm usually one of the fastest typists in a given room.
if you have some awesome
Elgato or Magewell? What are your needs? If you're just doing game streaming, there's no real reason to not get the Elgato. If you're talking like a HD60 Pro, HD60S Plus, 4K 60 Pro, the newer generations. I mean, they're great cards. Will do you good. If you need to capture HDR, Elgato's actually the only, well, Elgato and the AverMedia Live Gamer 4K are the only options because Magewell doesn't give you software for it, and there isn't really software available for it at the moment. If you need some specific 444 color space support, again, the Live Gamer 4K will do it for half the price, but Magewell is an option, I guess. Magewell does some really flexible cards if you're sending like really weird formats to it that the gaming capture cards usually won't support. But overall, something like the Magewell isn't worth it for the vast majority of streamers because it's $800 for the USB or the PCIe one and doesn't do anything that those don't do in terms of like mainstream features. All right, we're going to make another title slide just to keep this interesting. Yeah, the Magewell, depending on which Magewell you get though, the USB one has a fan. And people have complained to me about the fan getting loud or going out. And it's hard to replace, and Magewell is not helpful for that. Yeah, I mean, I basically discussed this whole thing in both of my Magewell reviews. I just can't link a video for everything, because eventually people get annoyed.
For most people, choose the GPU encoder option. Frame rate time.
Quick. Oh yeah, what Isorb is my community manager, by the way. If you're new here and you're wondering why he's doing all this stuff, that's why. Yo, Epos, quick question. Got the Evermedia 4K capture card. Thought I mentioned 10-bit color range. No. It does the 10-bit 420 for HDR, but otherwise, none of the gaming capture cards do 10-bit, and neither, I mean, OBS itself, nor XSplit, nor anything like that can do 10-bit either. So there's not really a use case where you can record 10-bit, but only 10-bit is used for HDR, and that's only 420 because of how HDR over HDMI works, but it doesn't do 10-bit for normal capture. It's 8-bit. It does 444. It does, if you do 1080p 60, 4K 60, things like that, if you're not in HDR, it will do 444 chroma subsampling, which in a lot of cases is far more important than 10-bit, but it doesn't do 10-bit. A very friendly bot.
Frame rate time. Easy. Choose 30 or 60. 30.
We're finally getting back to screen capture after so many video references in this video. Holy hell, this is a dense video. This is a really dense video. This is why I have so many video references and links in the description, and why there's so many videos to break out all of these points when people inevitably have questions over and over.
The FPS is honestly fine for most people, but there's definitely a big gamer stance, and that's what the now that's 60 FPS, but that's up.
Can someone make me a meme real quick that is gamers with a capital G, 60 FPS or bust? Anybody interested in making a meme for this video? It would make this video a lot more funny.
The FPS is full, but there's definitely.
I'm going to put it here in case you get it. Dank memes.
Now that it's 60 FPS or bust, but it's usually not that simple. 60 FPS can be undesirable to some people. They just don't like how it looks. Most webcams don't operate at 60 FPS, and those that do are usually...
Oh, look, I'm referencing yet another video. This is how you know I've really... So actually, you know, I've had a lot of great things happen this month, including, well, getting rated by Paul and Kyle on this stream. Holy hell. Getting enough server boost on Discord to get a vanity URL and a server banner, which I've been reaching for partnership for months, despite everyone saying I should get it. I still don't have it, but I at least have some of the features. That's pretty cool. And I hit 200k subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is insane. But a way that I set back when I was just getting into tech, like in 2014, 2015, a way that in my own metric, I know that I am really reaching a point of my own personal success, is the fact that I can talk about these dense topics in a video like this. And for every topic that I have one of my own videos to reference that I think I did a good job on, that I think really conveys the information I'm trying to convey, that I can link back to. So I talk about so many points in this video that I'm like, okay, go check out this video or this video or this video. The fact that I have established such a content library that all of those points are addressed and I don't have to worry about it. That is my personal measurement of success. And that is genuinely, I'm not bullshitting here. That is a goal I wanted. When I was making videos on my first videos on OBS and things like that, I'm like, there's so many topics, there's so many little details to cover that I really wish I could just use the YouTube cards, even though those are basically dead at this point, and like link to every possible subject of my own content explained in my own way that does a better job than everybody else. And I'm reaching that point where I make a video like this and I don't have to define every term or waste too much time on every concept, because I do have expansion videos for every single thing, and they're good. A lot of them, especially from this past year, are really freaking good. So I am super grateful, of course, for all of these subscribers and for the Discord and the Patreon and the flow planes, but this is like how I know that I'm on the right path and finally like really doing a good job. Just wanted to share that, I guess. Kind of self-indulgent, I guess. I heard bot, what do you need? Hello bot, I need a dank meme that has capital G gamers, 60 FPS or bust. Thank you, fellow robot. All right, I made a video. It's probably going to be in this YouTube archive folder where I haven't separated out my exports yet, because I had a really stupid way of cataloging videos before. This is I don't know which year this is actually in. I did webcam tests, and I showed how terrible the C922's 60 FPS mode was. I'm gonna have to search for when the video is. I convinced you to make the Loot Tables Twitch channel. Hell yeah. You got the multi-arm kit. Hell yeah. So many good things here. C922. 22. C922, January 12th, 2017. So yeah, 2017. So let's go back to 2017, EposVox Tech. So that means it's here somewhere. I had a terrible organization back then. I never wish to go back to this. Well, since I know it's here, I'll just search for it. C922. No items. Okay. I also experienced lots of data loss around this time. Well, before this time, but it's possible it didn't get saved. Hey, here we go. Oh, but this doesn't have the render. What? My audio ducking video. Heck yeah. Isorb gifted a sub to Lagundo. That is 10 subs, I believe, now. All right, I'm looking at what the file name here is. C922 versus C920. I know I just had the file for this, actually. Because I use this. I referenced this in another video recently. It's here somewhere. Hang on. I won't waste too much time on this, but I really want to reference this. There's no way that's not here. Unless I put it in the wrong folder at some point. That really bums me out, man. I'm just going to use JDownloader again and rip this one. That depresses me. I'll never buy an Elgato capture card, though. Okay. Does Resolve benefit from being on an SSD? Resolve itself? No. Your cache and scratch drives? Yes. And your footage? Yes. The program itself never, ever benefits from running on an SSD in pretty much any program's case. It is your cache, your scratch, your temporary files, your source footage. Those are what benefits from being on. Hey, thanks for the follow on Loot Tables. Those are what benefits from being on an SSD. I mean, okay, yes. In 2020, there is literally zero excuse to be running your modern Windows operating system and your core programs from a spinning hard drive. There's no excuse. So yes, the program itself would probably open faster on a SSD. But in terms of like a good fast SSD versus a slower SSD, or like where your bulk storage is for footage or your games, the footage and the temporary files need to be on an SSD, not the program. But yeah, don't run your core programs from a hard drive in general. I guess at this point, when people ask that, I assume it's like an NVMe drive versus a SATA drive, because... And Horse Taco gifting the sub to Loot Tables, which is just Lagundo again. Holy hell. Horse Taco just passed up Isorb for number of gifted subs. And save $15 on the HDD drive. No, get out. No. Why is it downloading so slow now? God damn it. All right, we'll come back to this. I'll just make a marker. Wasted enough time.
In some way. Using a
Ooh, actually, I do have video for this one. Elgato Keylight Air. Actually, it'll be under render. Yeah. Oh, again. Holy hell. Horse Taco just passed up Ice Orb for number of gifted subs. And save $15 on the HDD. No. No. Get out. No. Why is it downloading so slow now? God damn it. All right, we'll come back to this. I forgot this was a feature. Ice Orb gifting a sub to Foo Plays. 12 subs. Why is the clip still playing? There we go. I was really confused why that sound was playing.
Also means needing about 1.5 stops more light. Yes, also means needing about 1.5 stops more light to properly expose your subject, which means more blind. 60 FPS also means needing about 1.5 stops more light to properly expose your subject, which means...
I've seen bit wars in chats, but never a gifted sub war. Hell yeah! Set new boundaries.
Means more blinding light.
All right, now we need a Digital Foundry video. And I don't have to rely on YouTube Downloader for that one because I'm a patron of Digital Foundry. I am already a part of this. I'm already pledged. What? I'm already pledged to Digital Foundry. Yeah. It's right there. What is happening? Okay. Anyway. Let's do Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, we'll do this one. All right, well, that sucks. I'm going to have to message them. Can I message them? Actually, real quick, I may need to disable uBlock and Privacy Badger. Maybe that is somehow breaking the link? Surely not, since it should be a toggle in my actual account. What if I log out, log in, allow? Really? Really? Okay. Never mind. There we go. Download HEVC. Download now. Nope. Download now. Let's see how their servers are. Hey, look at that. It's actually downloading reasonably. Oh, hey, and this video's done. Even better. I can copy that over to here.
webcam over. Faking it in some way. Using a real webcam at 60 FPS also means needing about 1.5 stops more light to properly expose your subject, which
uBlock doesn't really break anything for me, but Privacy Badger does. But Privacy Badger is also a lot better at blocking stuff, hence why it breaks stuff. Sorry, I'm still a little sick.
which means more blinding light in your face. Plus, plenty of console games don't even run.
I'll add my lower third for Digital Foundry, which I should have saved somewhere, who knows where. Because I have... Oh, where did that one even go? Man, my organization needs some work. Let me go to Footage Archive 2019, EposVox Tech, Digital Foundry. Hope that finds the file. Twitch doesn't like Privacy Badger. I wonder why. See, this is the real video editing workflow, trying to find all the stuff you're looking for. No items. That's bull. That is bullshit. There are definitely multiple files in this archive name with Digital Foundry in the name. This is annoying. How long are you going to be live? At least till midnight. It's 11:44 for me. Maybe a little longer. I don't know for certain. I want to at least finish this video. I'm surprised it's taken this long just to do this one edit. That's really unfortunate. But don't really know for certain. All right, so what video did I reference Digital Foundry in most recently? Xbox Series X. Yes. No. I didn't even have any graphics for that one. 24-hour? Hell no. You crazy? What video did I reference digital? Actually, I can search for that as well. Studio, videos, description, Digital Foundry. ROG Phone 2. There we go. Asus ROG Phone 2. Graphics. It's not there. What? Okay. BenQ. Graphics. Not there. I made... Where is this file? Oh, I'm going to be so mad if I don't find it. I don't even know where this video is. 30 FPS. Stream. Tip. Stream tip. 30 FPS. Where? What? What happened? I made this whole lower third. I'm losing my mind here. I made this whole lower third referencing channels. It was really cool once you got the effects on it. Is it under normal lower thirds? Am I just dumb? No, it is not. So it's under retro theme graphics. Overlays. It's not there. Lower thirds. It's not that one. That's a Linus Tech Tips one I was trying to copy. It didn't work. Oh, here it is. But I made one for Digital Foundry, and I'm just going to have to not use that one, apparently. So now I'll just have to make a new one. All right, this is fine. You get to see me losing my mind and making graphics on the fly. Having to make any basic tutorials for Resolve? I've documented my experience. I have a whole Resolve playlist on my channel page, but I haven't made tutorials yet. I think that's on the list for this year. I only just started learning it about a year, maybe a year and a half ago now. It was, yeah, I guess fall 2018. And so I really wanted to make sure that I actually understood it really, really well before I started, before I started making tutorials on it. And I think I'm finally at that point. Oh, but I don't want to, I need to save this out. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and then I apply that analog damage filter and basically do the same thing as my title slides. Give it a little bit of a chroma misalignment, give it some noise, and then it looks pretty cool.
Fun at 60 FPS, especially on Nintendo Switch. If your game is only running at...
Y'all were hanging out in Harris's stream.
30 FPS, you can improve your image quality by dropping your stream to 30, since 60 FPS requires about 1.5 times the bit.
And here I can actually use one of my own Twitch streams of Pokemon Sword and Shield, which was at 30 FPS. Oh, I'm out of water. Boo.
Bit rate to look the same quality, 30 FPS. 30 FPS is also a lot easier for your system to enable here. It's great. Next up, it's time to talk about the scary subject of bitrate. People always get...
All right, here you get to see a little bit of a time-saving trick, as I actually explained how bitrate should work and how much you should use in my OBS masterclass nearly 3 years ago. I'm just going to reference it again. The same exact whatever graphic I used at the time. All right. OBS tutorial course, bitrate. These are not the exports. Where are the why is nothing where it's supposed to be anymore? See you later, Lagundo. Get some rest. Have fun. Should I show off the thing? Should I show off the thing before you go? If you're still here, let me know. Otherwise, have a good night. Okay. Send me the link again on Discord because I have it like pinned or something.
If
Actually, if it is pinned, I can probably just pull it up. All right. So Lagundo has been working on my new website. I have needed a website revamp, and my website always ends up looking terrible. And so Lagundo has been working on my new one. So here is the new live page. Doesn't have all the images yet because I didn't get to send him thumbnails. But you get to see the idea here. You can even pull in Twitch chat. This is really freaking cool. We're on another website, and you can just pull in Twitch chat as if you're watching it on Twitch. This is the live page. It has the stream going. We're now in Streamception here. Has it embedded. Otherwise, we have this nice blurred out picture that I sent him on stream of my setup. And then you can get access to different, posts or other things like that going on as well. And then we'll get into the rest of the website soon. This is just a little preview. I love the way this is cut out. This looks like it's straight out of a 90s show. It is pretty cool. I probably shouldn't show the rest of this yet, but yeah. Straight out. I am super freaking stoked. I have been really frustrated with how my website has looked and functioned for a very long time. Oh, I can't scroll down? Oh, hell yeah. I love this. Now, of course, I need to swap in headshots, but man, this looks exactly perfect for my theme and for everything. It is turning out phenomenal. I wish I had 250k subs. But this is great. I am so stoked. We still have a lot to go. I still have to give them, more copy, and we have to get posts sorted, but visually and functionality wise, man, this is cool. And that will take you over here to live probably, or to the YouTube channel. Visually and you get that YouTube, you get the Twitch embed. Oh, hit the more stuff? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. These? Oh, hell yeah. About me. Nice big ass page embeds. Contact form. Ooh, that's silky. P.O. Box if you guys want to send me anything. Just so you know. Got the nice footer stuff. Links to all my socials. FAQ. This is ripped from my old page. I used to have a lot. I actually used to make an FAQ video series. I'm going to have to update a lot of my FAQs and try to figure out what is most important to answer. Because I kind of did. Originally, I was just like, I'm going to answer all the questions. And maybe I need to rethink it. But I do want an FAQ page because I do get asked a lot of FAQs. So super shout out to Lagundo. He's been working hard on this for the past couple months now at this point. And I am super stoked to see how it's going. Oh, I didn't even notice. We got the background that I have in my just chatting scene rotated there. That's really freaking cool. Thank you so much, Lagundo. You have a good rest of your night. I'm going to go get some water and we're going to finish up this video. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see how quickly we can finish up the rest of this video edit. I am very happy with how it's turning out. I just hope my my plugins start working a little bit better.
When this subject comes up, I'm gonna make it very simple for you. Or at least I hope. The third.
All right. Say hello to the internet one more time, Ollie. Go on.
Rate should not exceed 75 to 80% of the total available upload bandwidth for your internet connection. This includes both audio and video, even though this box is only for just video bitrate in this section. So just subtract 160 kilobits per second for audio for whatever number you come up with. Start by running a speed test on a site like openspeedtest.com or speedtest.net and see what your upload speed is. Usually this is measured in megabits per second. Remember that 1 megabit is 1,000 or 1,024 kilobits per second. The actual bitrate box is measured in kilobits. So take 75% of your upload speed that these speed tests give you, and now your download speed, and that's
Speed.
and that's the highest bitrate that you should be streaming at. For 10 megabit upload speed, the highest you should set it to is around 7.5 megabits per second or 7,500 kilobits per second in the box, for example. That being said, also keep your streaming service in mind.
Lets you send basically any speed you want to them, up to like 100 megabits
per second, which is pretty crazy. But Twitch has a maximum official.
Loaded. Low.
Has a maximum of supported bitrate of 6 megabits per second. Mixers is.
Does this talk about? Oh, yeah.
Megabits per second. So you don't want to exceed those numbers on your given stream.
On your given streaming platform, even if your internet speed is capable of it. All right, I'm not liking my color grade for some reason. I almost feel like I'm looking sickly with the pinkness, but maybe it's fine. I'm gonna be pissed if I have to go through and regrade all of these videos again, though.
Yeah. So for a 10 megabit upload speed, the highest you should set it to is around 7.5 megabits per second or 7,500 kilobits per second in the box, for example. That being said, also keep your streaming service in mind. YouTube lets you send basically any speed you want to them, up to like 100 megabits per second, which is pretty crazy. But Twitch has a maximum officially supported bitrate of 6 megabits per second. Mixers is 10 megabits per second. So you don't want to exceed those numbers on your given streaming platform.
Yeah, you think so too. The problem is I don't really know. I tinkered with it before, and I don't know how to get rid of it necessarily. Ollie, get down. Now. Get. Let me finish this video and I'll feed you. Because, like, the pink is just in some, like, weird highlights. And so, like, I can bring this down. But then I start looking really sick. Like, without the pink, because this pulls it out of the normal areas, I end up actually looking sick. Pull it down in midtones. The funny thing is this video is shot on a far better camera than this stream is running on. I'm just really terrible at color grading. Actually, does that look better than it just did? Now I feel too blue. I hate this. Wait, did it not undo the video? What? Hello? There we go. No, I don't know what the points are for. Yeah, I can't make this look good. It's just something about these black magic sensors and my skin tones just do not get along. They're great cameras, but with my skin tones. I just have a lot of trouble. And like if I try to take away the pink, I only make it worse. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave it be for now. I mean, I think it looks fine. I just, as I'm staring at it for hours on end, I start getting nitpicky.
Is capable of it. The reason we choose bitrate this way is the reason we choose bitrate this way is because your internet connection generally is not designed to sustain its max speed constantly, and trying to do so may result in dropouts or disconnects or buffering issues for your viewers. Plus, you need to leave headroom for your network for other devices or programs to potentially start using your internet connection unexpectedly.
All right, I need to go feed my cat super quick. I know I just stepped away. I need to go feed my cat super quick because he's going nuts and he needs food. And then I'm coming back, and I'm dedicated to finishing this one video today. At least, you know, this main edit pass. So we got at least another 30 minutes ahead of us, but I need to go feed him real quick. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. All right, cats are fed. They should be happy for at least a little bit here, and we can finish up this video. We are almost done. We are almost done. This was just a really dense video that did not rely on screen capture. All the other videos are mainly screen capture based, and so they will actually go quicker. This one was more conceptual. Oh yeah, this one is one I need B-roll for. You guys will love the B-roll when I get to it.
You don't want to recreate my childhood. My mom picking up the house phone and knocking me offline. 90s were a crazy time. There's another option for bitrate here, though. By default, the dropdown is set to constant. You can also...
All right, there's another video where I found the setting that I need for this one that wasn't showing at first. I need to find it. It's not 7, 6. All right, I can show it in a second.
Select adaptive. This chooses whether Gamecast...
I need to add a text note here. This one? I think. Yeah, there we go. This is what I want mostly. Change the color to something bright. Okay. Hope your day's going well, Tim O'Toole.
is always pushing the speed you set, or if it allows the encoder to fluctuate a bit.
I did not want to delete all that footage.
Constant is the best choice. It will produce the best results overall on most. Is the best choice. It will produce the best results overall on most streaming sites. However, if you're in a internet connection, sometimes gives problems streaming a constant bitrate, and you don't want to lower your target.
Ooh. I'm going to take a clip from one of my streamers in our Discord server. I gotta find the clip real quick here. Here we go. Oh, it's an Instagram. Why did he upload it as an Instagram video? Can I even download an Instagram video? Link grabber, please work. Hey, it worked. All right. Here we go. Open download directory. That's going in B-roll for episode 3. Revenge of the Sith. There we go. Then I can move that up a little bit. We'll add a second text. Hey, what's up? One Jackie one. Just want to say I enjoy your YouTube videos. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are editing some of those here tonight. Just wrapping up the end of a very long stream today. Doing some video editing, kind of chill out stream, trying to show more of the behind the scenes process without trying to bore everybody too much, but there's some tedium.
Great. For example, users sometimes have intermittent bits where it just doesn't stream enough. Enabling adaptive will let it adjust on the fly to compensate for occasional shows and keep things running smoothly. The next option is to add a stream delay. If you want sometimes have intermittent bits where it just doesn't stream enough. Enabling adaptive will let it adjust on the fly to compensate for occasional shows and keep things running smoothly. The next option is
Okay, now back to our screen capture. I do appreciate you stopping by the stream to say hi and that you do enjoy them.
add a stream delay. If you want there to be a more significant delay between happening in real time and what your viewers see, you can use this. This would be most helpful to prevent the concept of stream sniping, where competitive players watch the stream to find and beat the streamers in a game like a battle royale title. Have the option without produce dropping red later. Look in core videos instead. Let's talk. On. You want to dream or spot or also rear. Travel that.
I love the sound of voices going backwards.
Stream to find and beat the streamers in a game like a battle royale title, such as PUBG or Fortnite. Otherwise, most streamers want as little a delay as possible, so you can turn this off. Lastly, you have the option to record locally. This is a great option, as it means you can just immediately record an exact copy of your stream VOD every time you live stream without issues, without needing to remember to hit a button or anything like that. This is probably the best recording option for most streamers, ensuring you have a local copy of the VOD for archiving or editing later. For those looking to use Gamecaster to record videos instead of stream, let's tackle this next.
All right, we need a new title slide here. This one was used long enough ago. It's probably fine. Record settings. Drag that down to right about there. I can do most of this in Resolve, but I'm just so much quicker with Photoshop's workflow for a lot of this basic stuff that I just find it a significant. This is so smooth when you drag the timeline. Hell yeah, there's a lot of optimizations going into this. First of all, I'm on a Threadripper 3000 CPU and a Titan RTX, beastly specs. Secondly, I'm using DaVinci Resolve, which the studio version has an insane encode and decode engine that allows for super smooth scrubbing and playback and all of that. You know, it keeps up with everything I throw at it. This is 4.6K raw video. Blackmagic Raw is super hella optimized. All combining into one beautiful experience. Then I need to copy the settings from the other title slides, wherever they are. There's one. Paste attributes. All right, and then I want a sound effect. I have an explosion sound here. Blackmagic and Resolve are best buddies because Blackmagic produces it. But, you know, I have plenty. There's Photoshop graphics and H.264 footage. This is DNxHR footage. I have more than just Blackmagic Raw here. Do you edit all your own videos? Yeah, pretty much. Every once in a while I have someone help with editing, but I generally editing's my craft and what I stick with. And here I'm editing a big 18 video course because I just hate life apparently. All right, big drum. Oh, I just ruined my music. That was playing through my music. There we go. Oh no, that just opened a separate VLC player. Thank you. VLC finally got smart. Edited a separate instance instead of instead of screwing up my music. I will say, if you're just tuning into this part from the timecode, that most of what I said about streaming applies here, and I don't want to just repeat myself. Also, the streaming settings already have an option to record and keep an exact copy of your VOD if you stream there, so that may be all you need. If
you're wanting to record in a higher quality than you're streaming in, there are some considerations to keep in mind, which I discuss in a video later on in this course.
Playlist. If you want to use the Gamecast,
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
I'm actually going to use a different subscribe notification bell graphic, an older one that I had before here, just so it doesn't get repetitive with the same one, which I discuss in a video later on in this course playlist. If you want to use the Gamecaster to record, click the recording section of the set. You get to choose between audio recordings or planning your own custom recording. All right, we are so close to being done with this one, and then I can go to bed. And we can pick it all up again tomorrow. Hopefully it'll go quicker, because this is taking forever. Menus.
Much like a stream, you get to choose between automatic recording settings or managing your own custom recording profiles. We're going to dive into that a little bit. There's also a new option for recordings here, however, called split recordings. When enabled, this allows you to set a file size, at which Gamecaster will make a new file every while it's recording. So every time it gets, say, 2 gigabytes or 4 gigabytes, every time it reaches that size, it will make a new recording file. This is useful if you don't want to deal with big, giant, multiple gigabyte files. This really only has 2 uses that I foresee.
Two uses
that I foresee. If you plan on copying your recordings to older drives formatted in FAT32 and they can't hold files bigger than 4 gigabytes.
Make a note, I want flash drive B-roll here. Or if you're
recording very, very lengthy recordings to the extent that you may fill your target recording drive and you want to reduce the possibility of file corruption and data loss as possible, for when you do fill that drive, that way only a chunk of the recording is left unrecorded, whereas you have all those broken up chunks saved, so you don't lose the entire recording. It's an option.
Here you also have
a quick link to access recordings full.
Clicking custom lets you manually tune the settings of your
recording encoder. All of the same steps of the streaming section of this video apply here, aside from bitrate. This is replaced with a quality section here. If you're recording, XSplit doesn't make you fumble with bitrates or anything like that. There's not really a point. It saves you the hassle. You simply choose between standard, high, very high, or ultra quality mode. Each will require more bitrate, moving up the ladder, and in some cases a little bit more processing power to record. The default standard is fine for those who aren't nitpicky and just want to share clips on social media. Ultra is for the
Now I'm going to bring in these recordings I have. This is what standard quality looks like. Wow, that's so loud, man. Come on. I will say overall, I'm really not a fan of Resolve's text tool. Like, I didn't think it could get worse than Premiere's original text tool, which was like super outdated compared to something like Vegas Pro. But Resolve's is pretty frustrating to work with, I'm not gonna lie.
Obsessed with absurd quality. We're upscaling to 4K, which is something I recommend for YouTube videos, and I can make a whole separate video about that. Keep in mind, since this
is recording locally, your internet speed is not a factor in what you choose here. However, if you are recording on a laptop or a computer with a
really old spinning hard drive, there is always the possibility that your record drive won't be able to keep up with higher quality record modes. Also keep in mind
the higher quality mode you go, the bigger
your final file size will be.
I can get a screenshot of the bitrate for Ultra. Actually, I'm going to make a Photoshop file out of this. 4K canvas. Paste that screenshot alongside this one. Background layer, we'll make it the same color as the Explorer dark theme here. New text. Ultra. That is below the screenshots. There we go. 80 megabits per second. That looks uppercase though. Uncheck that. There we go. Ultra. Roughly 80 megabits per second. Standard. Roughly 28 megabits per second. How many threads can I use in Resolve? As many as you got, depending on the source codec. Again, actually, I'm going to link you a video because I don't think I can convey this without showing the video. Course. Made this whole video with Wendell from Level 1 Techs about how many threads you need in DaVinci Resolve or any video editing program and what the differences are and why that question itself is kind of iffy because how many threads you can use is entirely based upon the codec that your video is in, that you're decoding from and encoding to, the resolution of that video, the frame rate, things like that. It's not just X program uses X number of threads. That's never the answer. I didn't mean to sound like snarky or anything there. It's just, it's a big answer. And I think anyone is truly best answered by just kind of watching that.
File sizes are a concern for you. You don't want to just jump straight up Ultra and then be freaked out by 20 gigabyte recording when you're done or something like that. Next, you have the option to enable multi-track audio recording. This saves your same sound and your microphone. If you do want this capability, check it. Just keep in mind that if you upload your recording...
Hey, the Favecco, not much. We are just wrapping up editing this video for today's stream. You can see the size of it that we've been doing today. It's been pretty crazy. We only got one done today, although we did edit the A-roll for 3 other videos that we had started last time. So I guess that's more progress than I'm giving myself credit for. But we're finishing up the full, well, not the full edit, but the first pass of edit. I still have to get some graphics, some plugins, and some B-roll added in. But the main pass for this video, we're getting that edited up just now so I can finally go sleep. But doing pretty good. How about yourself? All right, I wanted to get separate screen capture here, specifically of what the multi-track audio versus the single-track audio looked like. Multi versus single, which means I will need to open up another instance of OBS and hope that NVENC doesn't crap the bed. Or that it doesn't just nuke my stream, since it's going to try to load my stream profile. Launch anyway. Yeah, Alex, I'm gonna send all of my viewers to your video to tell you it's crap and to come watch mine instead. That's a joke for those watching at home. Just got your Go XLR Mini and spent a few hours reorganizing your setup. Hell yeah, that's the best way to get tired. Is that second OBS instance ever going to open? Hey! Pewpy Shoes rating with a party of 18. Holy cow. Thank you. What's going on? We're trying to finish up a video editing stream here. But funny enough, I need a screen capture chunk in order to finish it. And so I'm waiting on a second copy of OBS to open here. I don't think it wants to open because it's trying to load my Twitch layout. So I may just have to omit this for now. Oh, speak of the devil. Here we go. Profile 444. Okay. We're going to record what this looks like. Standard recording single track. One single track file. Ultra recording multi-track. We've got so many tracks here. Single, multi. Single, multi. Hopefully that conveys it. Cut this back over here. 3. Screen. Thanks to you and your Discord community helping me with my 39 or 1950X issues. Yeah, our Discord is great. Go check it out. EposVox.com/Discord. Come join us. It's freaking great. Please do. Especially since I am wrapping up the stream here. Everybody new hanging out. We hang out there all the time. Go check it out. I will be doing more and more of these editing streams as I need to finish this big 18 video course as much as possible, or as quickly as possible. So stay tuned for that on the Twitch channel as well. Appreciate everybody coming over from Pewpie Shoes' stream. Yeah, I actually got sent the new Samson mic early and never got around to reviewing it. In fact, it has been sitting here boxed under NDA. Oh, I don't have the Q9U. I don't have that yet. That's not even released yet. But I've had the Satellite, which has been their new, like, actually released microphone, sitting here in the box since NDA, since before it released. And so I haven't gotten around to reviewing it. I owe them that review. But Q9U is definitely happening. Thank you for the follow, Trevictus. All right.
Your game sound, since those websites.
All right, let's add some text here. Single audio track. I wish I could set a default font. That would make my life so much easier, especially with how many fonts I have installed. It's so obnoxious to try to find one every time, especially when I just use the same couple fonts over and over. Hey, thanks for the follow, Geralt of Austin. Haven't seen this game before. Oh, Nick. Oh, that's way too far. All right, single audio track.
Cannot support multi-track audio. Also, here you can choose where...
And then multi-track audio.
Here you can choose where your recordings go.
Multiple audio tracks.
Click change and change the folder if desired.
And then I need to get the screen capture file of me changing recording location. It's going to be out of sync with the audio because I needed to show all of that, but that's totally fine. Have a great night, sorry, Pewpie Shoes and chat. You too, thanks so much. You can't type the font name in the field. No, I can only type the first letter. And honestly, that doesn't help all that much because it usually starts around that letter. Thank you for the 500 bits, Nick. Holy balls, dude. Y'all have been way too generous today. Between Pewpie's raid, Paul and Kyle's raid, all of the bits and subs and follow, y'all have been just insane. I appreciate it so much. This has really been a great kind of comeback to streaming. I have an idea, I want to stream it, and you all make it actually feel worthwhile. And I really, really appreciate that.
The rest of the recording settings should be filled in based on my advice here in the streaming section. And that's it. For a basic streaming or recording scenario, you're now set up and equipped to get streaming with XSplit Gamecaster. Get out there and have some fun.
All right, so I need to shorten that to like here.
The rest of the recording settings should be filled in based on my advice during the streaming section. And that's it. For a basic streaming or recording scenario, you're now set up and equipped to.
And then recordings. I did do the ultra recording. Do I get another kill? Man, that's so loud. Ooh, I did get him. All right, we'll use that bit.
Streaming with XSplit Gamecaster. Get out there and have some fun. Hit the like button and subscribe for more tech education. Be sure to check the playlist link in the description below for more of the XSplit Masterclass. I'm EposVox, and I'll see you next time.
There we go. We did it. I still have some clips to fill in, some of it which I need to fabricate from scratch, but we did it. This video is edited. My throat is dying. I need to shower and sleep. So it's time to pick out someone to raid, and hopefully I do it the right way this time because I messed it up yesterday. Still learning this whole Twitch machine thing in my bobber. So we are gonna come find a channel to raid. Twitch.tv. Today I want to find someone different, of course. I want to quickly check just chatting to see if anyone's doing anything interesting. Doesn't really look like it. No. Just chatting always looks so boring. That's why I was trying to do something different in it. No, I'm not rating level cap on Facebook. Get out of here. Get out of here. Why are all these recommended streams just like nothing? Does nothing exciting happen on Twitch anymore? I could raid Choco Taco. Oh, I thought that was Linus streaming, Linus retiring soon again. I was like, why are you streaming that? It's his last stream? What do you mean it's his last stream? Is he done? Is he quitting? Don't tell me that. They're watching Parks and Rec. That one says, my ribcage hurts. I don't want to know. It's so hard to find this. I'm wasting time. Level Kev is dying alongside. He's having another kid, and he's done streaming. That's crazy. I know. Yeah. There's a lot to talk about there. All right. We find a stream. Retro gaming. Yeah. Do we got anything cool? Not really. Man, I used to find so much cool stuff. I feel disappointed here. Y'all can suggest streamers in the chat. Fantasy Star 2. Let's see what this dude's doing.
That's fine. You can actually use it.
You know what? This dude, real quick streaming layout. He's got the chat in the Final Fantasy style. He's got the logo here with his alerts. This is really cool. I dig this dude. We're going to raid this dude. Wander Maven. Raid channel. Pick a live channel to raid. Wander Maven. Start raid. Everybody get ready to rave. Rave. We're raiding with 69 viewers. Let's do it. Ready to raid. Raid now.
No. Not that way.
EposVox raid.
Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. Oh my goodness. EposVox? EposVox? Seriously? EposVox? Are you kidding me?
His stream died. I think I killed his stream. Or my internet's dying. Oh, my internet's dying.
EposVox, thank you so much for that raid. I actually do know who you are. Because when I started streaming, I actually watched almost all of your YouTube videos. Thank you so much for that raid. Thank you for that sub. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you. Just thank you.
Hell yeah.
I really do enjoy your videos. I actually do watch your videos.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for the follow. Oh my goodness. Thank you for all the follows.
Hell yeah. I picked the right guy.
We're playing Phantasy Star 2 on the, of course, Sega Genesis. This is, of course, original hardware.
Man, I love this layout and the alerts.
Using OSSC to scale this to line 5x.
OSSC
and,
represent.
It is presented to you in HD. And welcome all of your viewers. This is actually a ROM hack of Phantasy Star 2. It's called Evil Overload. It's super ridiculously hard, and I'm getting my butt kicked. So yes.
Heck yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you, Horse Tacos.
I did rating right this time.
Nickba, GYG, Crazy Cuban, Technically Alex, Gavin to Go Live. Thank you guys for all the follows. Seriously. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Just thank you. Wow. I'm really flattered. I'm really flattered. Thank you.
All
I was
right.
confused once you mentioned ROM hack.
Have a
I
great
didn't know any of the
stream,
retro game
everybody.
stuff. So this is